Welcome to my digital class. In this video lecture, we are going to understand what is arithmetic progression and what are the prerequisite knowledge and introduction of it. So let's move on to arithmetic progression. We got arithmetic progression and some of the figures in order to understand what type of things are going in making these type of things. We got a ladder where the ladder steps are gradually decreasing, you see here. So this gradual decreasing may be having certain rule by which each step ahead is reduced by little amount, while coming from top to bottom maybe there is a rule by which they are decreased. So here so many things are there. Gradual increment or gradual decrement is there, which tells us that you can see so many concentric circles are there, and after this what type of the circle, how much to be the radius of the circle which can come after this outermost circle, you can identify that. So here if you see the rows, each petal from inside to outside gradually increasing its length. So that gradual increase, the gradual decrement allows us to think about progressions. So nature follows progressions. In order to understand that progressions, we are learning arithmetic progressions. Let us go deeper into the chapter. Arithmetic progressions. So ICT, what is that? Let's move on. ICT. Now see the arithmetic progression. Let us take any fixed number. Fixed. Now let us understand now the arithmetic progression. So the definition is, and means what? What is arithmetic progression? It is one rule from the infinite rules which can make the sequences. We are talking about only one rule here. What is the rule? An arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except first term. So here except first term he is talking about. Let us fix any first term. I want to fix my first term as 11. My first term is 11. Now I want to fix this 5. I want to fix this 5. This is fixed number. I will add each and every time 5 to the coming numbers. Now 5 is added to 11 to get 16. Then 5 is added to 16 to get next number, this is 21. Then 5 is added to 21 to get next 26. Yes. This type of sequence is called as arithmetic progression, where you are selecting first number by your choice. That is, first number is brought from somewhere else. From there, a fixed number is added and added and added to make a sequence. That is arithmetic progression. Okay. If you are understanding with the help of for example these numbers, let us understand with the help of letters. Now let Let first term be a1. Okay, then what is added? Fixed, another fixed number. So let us take d is added to this a1, so a1 plus d. Then what happens? Again d is added to this number, so you'll get a1 plus d, so you'll get 2d. So again a1 plus 2d plus d, 3d, so on. This is the common standard form of arithmetic progression, where this is your first term and this is your second term. Second term normally written as a2, and this is written as a1. This is your term, third term, so a3. This is your fourth term, so it will be a4, so on, so on, so on. If you clearly observe, my a1 is a1, just d is not present there. When I say tell a2, I got here only one d. If I see a3, I will get a1 plus 2d. So d is just one less than the term, which term it is. So a3, a1 plus 2d. a4, a1 plus 3d. So if you see a5, what it will be? a1 plus 4d. Yes, can you tell me what can be the a6? It will be a1 plus 5d. Similarly, what will be a7? It will be a1 plus 6d. Can you tell me what can be a99? a1 plus 98d. Can be a100? a1 plus 100d. So in this scenario, if you see so many, if I write here a n, so what it can be? a1 plus, just one less than n will be n minus 1d. So this is the formula we made to find any of the term when we got the first term and a fixed number by which we are adding and proceeding to get the next numbers. This fixed number is called as common difference. Why common difference? Let us see. Move on to our number example. If you subtract two successive, 16 minus 11, you will get 5. You subtract two successive number, bigger number, the a3, a2, subtraction, you will get again 5, you will get again 5. Everywhere you are getting 5, 5, 5. So this is common difference is same everywhere. Common difference is 5 again. So if you take any another arithmetic progression example, you can see a common difference will be same, a fixed number. So that representation d is common difference. From the difference we brought d and put there. an, that is nth term of an AP, a sequence which is made by the rule just like an AP, an given by a1 plus n minus 1 into d. Very nice. We are in the introduction chapter, so we need to go little slow. No matter, we need to understand everything. An, what is an? Nth term. For example, if I write in the place of n 15, a15, it is nothing but 15th term, and 15th term can be brought with the help of the first term plus n minus 1, means 15 minus 1, 14 times d, and d is common difference. This is my first term. Okay, this is my n. Now what do you mean by n? It is nth term. So which we can say what is the number in the sequence? What is the number in the sequence? Okay, so number of terms is n. An is nth term. N is, we'll write here, number of terms. Number of term. Okay, from the starting wise, if you count 1 2 3 4, what number it is coming? That is the case. N is number of terms. So how many things are there? Collectively we are having four things: nth term, first term, number of terms, common difference. These four things makes a formula here, that is an is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 into d. Here four things are there. Very nice. Now we need to identify certain things. There I am bringing to you. Now I want to tell you what type of equation we are having in front of us. An is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 into d. An is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 into d. What type of information it is? It is linear equation. It is linear equation, and it depends upon how many variables are there and how many given numbers are there. So here four terms are there. It means in the question he may ask us to give he may give us any three things, and he may ask us to find the fourth thing. That is, we must know how to solve this linear equation. That is why in this prerequisite knowledge we have to learn how to simplify linear equations. Okay, there can be a knowledge, there can be a thing that he may give us two things and he may give two conditions. So in that scenario you will get a pair of linear equation into variable. If that is the case, then we have to learn pair of linear equation into variables, how to solve. Little just simplification technique in the prerequisite, we'll grab that and we'll proceed for the upcoming very important formula. Let's move on. So here I brought to you the simplification prerequisite, that is the simplification part which we must know in order to learn this chapter nicely. That is linear equations. We must know how to simplify. So I brought 4 questions here on this formula. How many questions may be asked here? 4. Let us do that. 4 is waiting for you as to practice. So let us take the first question here. Solution for number 1 is, you see here 15 is equal 7 plus n minus 1 times 2. What we must do to get here unknown thing? So we have to find n value. Let us keep this term here and transpose this term first. So 15 minus 7 will be n minus 1 times 2. Whenever we get a linear equation of this kind in this formula and we need to find n value, these steps will work. 15 minus 7 will be 8. Then you need to transpose this d to the down. Okay, so it will become 8 by 2 times n minus 1. Then you can cancel it like this. 2 times 1, 4. You get a 4 is equal to n minus 1. Minus 1 is to transpose. 4 plus 1 is equal to n. 5 is equal to n. So we got this. Next, we got a second question there. We need to find a n value, and we got a1 value in the place of n is number is given, d in the place of d. Negative number was given, that is why it should be written in bracket. So when we do solve the problems there, when d is going to coming negative, we have to substitute in this way. Let us move. A n value we have to find 3 plus 15 minus 1. Okay, second one, a n. So 15 minus 1 times 5, 3 plus. Let us take, 3 plus. So what happens now? You please see here. We want this a n value, and everything, the numbers are on right side. Just going to simplify. So you need to simplify first. This bracket should be added and subtracted to get a 14 and minus 5. Then what happens? 3 plus times minus is minus, and 14 times 5 is 70. Then 3 minus 70 is minus 67. So you got a n value. That's all. Next, third question. 17 is equal to a1 plus, got it, third, 17 is equal to a1 plus, and the bracket is there. How much is the question there? 17 minus 1 times minus 2. Okay, let us move. 17 minus 1 minus 2. So if we get a linear equation in this format, when we are going to solve the problems on the nth term formula, so what we get here, we need to simplify in this fashion anytime. A1, 17 minus 1 is exactly 16 times minus 2. So when the formula itself is telling an is a plus n minus 1d, here d will be written in the bracket when it is negative in this way. If the negative number is not given, if you are not writing the bracket, what happens? It will look like this. And you think that you will simplify this to 16, then minus 2, you will get a 14, but is blunder mistake. So you need to do, so what happened if you are using the bracket? It comes in multiplication. Actually it is d in multiplication. If you don't use the bracket, you will get a mistake. So 17 is equal a1. Plus times minus 16 times 2 is exactly, you'll get a 32. Transpose this to get a 17 plus 32 is equal to a1. So now add and subtract according to the sign. You can do in get in 47 plus 2 is 9 and 3 plus 49 is my a1. Exactly in this way you will get the simplification. Let us move to the question 4 which we made. This is a simplification prerequisite, very important one. So minus 20, let us solve this here itself, the fourth one. What does it tell? Minus 20 is equal 21 plus 16 minus 1 times d. Okay, so whenever we want the d value, you need to do in the similar way. You transpose this a1 to left side, you'll get 16 minus 1 is exactly 15d, and minus 20 minus 21, the two negatives should be added a negative sign, and this 15 is transposed to get a minus 41 times 15 divided by 15 is equals to d. So in this way, these four questions to be solved. So I brought to you a worksheet type of similar questions. Please take these questions, note down these questions and do as simplification. To get a prerequisite simplification techniques clear, you please practice this. Moreover, we are proceeding. So here, very small type of simplification I am writing here. You don't be panic why these small questions. No need. Just we are recalling. This is prerequisite knowledge. Some students still get a problem in this type of simplification also. Don't worry. Difference of integers and fractions. When we get a difference, how to do the difference? You see here, normally in our chapter, this arithmetic progression, in order to find the common difference, sometimes we have to subtract and check. So what we are doing, the above, let's subtract first from the next we are doing. So the first number is minus 7 minus of minus 5. In the difference of integers, we need to subtract. I'm writing here subtract the first, okay, first from the second. So we are doing this simplification. We are subtracting this from this. So this should be written first. Minus 7 minus. This is subtraction, the difference which we are doing. Because of that minus already we are having, and we are having this minus 5. We need to take this bracket. Minus 7 minus time minus is plus 5, and exactly it will be minus 2. So this was the for integer. Now we are for fractions. Minus 3 by 5 minus 1 by 2. So when we get like this, what we need to do, we can do cross multiplication or make them like. Making them like can be done in this way, multiplying, dividing by suitable numbers so that the denominators are becoming equal. So minus 6 over 10 minus 5 over 10. Now you can write the denominators are 10 minus 6 minus 5, exactly it can be written minus 11 over 10. So now you got a mixed fraction. In order to do the simplification, the mixed fraction, you have to convert that in improper. 2 times 1 plus 1, 3 over 2 comma 4 times 2, 8 plus 3, 11 over 4 you are having now. So what we need to do here is the subtraction. So subtracting first from the second we are doing here. So again we got two fractions, they are not like. We need to make it like by suitable multiplication and division like this. So we get here 11 over 4 minus 6 over 4. The denominators, when they become same, we can add and subtract according to the sign. 11 minus 6 can be written 11 minus 6 is exactly 5/4. So now I got a question which is in fraction type. I repeat the question here. I got a 0.05 comma minus 0.005, negative for the both. So subtracting the first from the next, what you get here, minus 0.005 minus of minus 0.05. When we do it, minus times minus is plus 0.05. We need to subtract one negative sign and one positive. Always we have to do subtraction. How to do subtraction here? The bigger number will be written on the top and the smaller will be written down, and we do subtraction. How to do subtraction? Why we have taken this point decimal numbers? When the decimal numbers comes, the subtraction or addition will be done by using this small technique. The decimal point will be 1 upon the, in that fashion the numbers will be written. So this is bigger number. I have to subtract. Why? 1 minus sign, 1 plus will be subtracted. Okay, let's do subtraction now. So this is 0. I have to borrow here. I get a 5. Then this is 4 0. Okay, let's move on. The answer will be, after subtraction, the bigger number sign will be given. That this is bigger, so answer is 0.045. This is your answer. In this way, you have to do find addition and subtraction of integers, fractions, mixed fractions, and decimal numbers. Let's move on. What will be the again prerequisite knowledge? Why this prerequisite is coming here? Because we are using this addition and subtraction in order to find common difference. It is coming. Don't worry, we are not learning useless things. We are learning all useful things only. Thank you. Let us bring one more thing. So here I brought small questions to you. You please do it and practice it, so that the simplification part of yours will get a little bit stronger. These are the simplification things which we are going to be using in solving the problems of our arithmetic progressions. Now I want to derive a formula. Derivation we'll do in the actual classes, but in this prerequisite, what I want to give you here, very important thing. Remember, I got a AP. I'm making AP. Fixed number is 5. I'm adding every time 6. So what I get here? If I add 6, what I get here? Okay, so on. Okay, this is every time I'm adding 6. This is an AP. Okay, every time I have added 6. Let us move right here also. What will be 23, so on. I'm taking these 4 terms, and I can know still if I am going in this way, till 10 terms in this way I'm going. I want you to add these all numbers. So like 5 plus 11 plus 17 plus 23, so on up to 10 terms you are going to add. If you are going to add in this fashion, 5 plus 11, you get exactly 16 plus 17 exact. So when you are adding it, it gets difficult one complete 10 additions you have to do, and maybe one mistake will wind up completely the answer. So it gets very difficult if you are adding 10, and the question is you add like this all the terms of the AP till 15 term. You cannot. So here arithmetic progression have brought us the formula sum of n terms of AP. So sum of n terms of the AP will be given by directly the formula Sn, that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. The derivation part exactly we'll do in our actual chapter. This is prerequisite. Why we are bringing this formula in prerequisite? Because this formula is an algebraic type. What type of simplification can be coming on this particular formula we are seeing, that's all. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Directly Sn is sum of n terms. As in the above example I told, add all the 10 terms, it will be S10. So here n is number of terms. Okay, number of terms, and a is here for the first term. Normally a and a1 they both are same. Again n we got number of terms, and d is common difference. So and the first term and the common difference, everything whatever we have used in our nth term formula, it is here. Just Sn is sum of n terms, extra term. N by 2 times is coming extra, and in the place of a we got a 2a. Please remember n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So in this formula, what type of simplifications you will get? You will get a linear, and number 2 you will get a quadratic. And quadratic equation, it will become when we are finding n value, because n is unknown here and n is unknown here. When n is unknown, we simplify it, you will get a quadratic equation in terms of n. Moreover, thirdly, pair of linear equation in 2 variables. So I hope you already know linear equations, and if you are a little bit weak in quadratic equation, please go to prerequisite. There factorization method we have learned to find quadratic, and 1 or more 2 methods of elimination method you please see in pair of linear equation 2 variables. In this way, if we grab this much knowledge, we can simplify and easily we can do the problems of arithmetic progression. These are the simplification technique. Let's move on to actual chapter. Thank you very much. Welcome to my digital class, and in this video lesson we are going to understand completely about arithmetic progressions. So the definition of arithmetic progression, what is written in Ncert textbook, that itself we will bring to you in front of you. Okay, the definition is here. The arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. So the first term example, if we want to make any arithmetic progression, fix a number. Let us fix this fixed number -2. Okay, this is my starting number. I want to add all time any fixed number. Let us say I want to add 6 to this one. So what I get here, 4. Then I want to add this 6 to this 4. I will get 10. I want to add 6 to 10. I will get 16. I am adding again this 6 to 16, 22, so on. I got a list of numbers obtained by the definition of arithmetic progression. What is the definition? Take any fixed number, continuously adding and adding to get successive numbers. But the first fixed number, the first number, except you are bringing from somewhere else. Just this is my first term. From here, I will add, and I'll bring completely the sequence. So this is the arithmetic progression. Any arithmetic progression will have this thing. What is the common thing in here? If you identify, if you subtract any consecutive terms, subtract, you will get almost always must and should, you will get that fixed number which you have subtracted. So that if you subtract, you will get difference. So common difference is same. Common difference is always same, equal. Okay, so common difference, if you subtract, you will get a common difference. Everywhere the difference is common. That is why the common difference. Okay, let us understand the help of the standard thing. Let us fix the first term as a. I want to add the common difference everywhere. So a is added with d. I'll get the second term. A is added with d to the d is added to the second term, you will get a plus d 2d, and d is added to this term, you will get a plus 3d, so on. Now please identify, this is my first term. First term is a. Sometimes if a1 also is represented, do not worry, it is a. First term is my a. Second term, this is my second term. I want this second term A2, and this is the third term A3, this is my fourth term A4, so on. The terms are represented. If I want any 10th term, it will be according to A plus 90. I want a 99th term, it will be A plus 98D. And if somebody want A plus 100th term, it will be A plus 90. By seeing this scenario, if somebody can imagine what will be the nth term, A plus, just you see here 100, it is 99, 10, it is 9 here, 99 here is 98. So if it is n here, it will be n minus 1 d. This is the nth term formula for arithmetic progression. So if you know the first term, if you know the common difference in that sequence, what will be the 78th term, what will be the 150th term, what will be 100th term can be brought with the help of nth term formula. This is nth term of an AP is given by. Okay, so this is our arithmetic progression. Everywhere the common difference will be same. So common difference formula let us make. So what will be the common difference formula? You see A2 minus A1, that is if you subtract you will get again D, and if you subtract A3 minus A2 you will get D, or otherwise you will get A4 minus A3. Every consecutive successive terms are subtracted, you will get a common difference everywhere. So common difference formula is A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2 or A4 minus A3 or A9 minus A8. Just two consecutive terms. The successive will be written first and the predecessor will be written next. Moreover, let us go to the exercise now. Okay, here I brought questions out directly from our reader Ncert textbooks. Very easy questions these are. The questions 2 and 3, they are dead easy, and coming bit completely dead easy of first exercise, but only here the first bit he gave us a word problem. We need to convert the word problem into our algebraic form, and let us see that algebraic form will represent our arithmetic progression or not. Okay, let us go to first question to you. Here the taxi fare after each kilometer, the fare is rupees. Okay, let's move on to the first question. Here, the taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So what does he say here? Taxi fare after each kilometer when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer. Okay, let us write fares for each kilometer. First kilometer cost is 15 for the second kilometer. Okay, first kilometer is this much. Now 2 kilometers cost will be 15. Again the next kilometer the cost is rupees 8, so it will be 23, and 3 kilometers cost will be 15 plus 8 plus 8, so it will be 31. So 4 kilometer cost will be 15 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, it will be 15 plus 24, exactly it should be 45 plus 39. How much? 39. So if you see you got a series of numbers. So the cost is costs are firstly 15, then we got it 23, then we got it 31, then we got it 39, so on. Let us check whether it is AP or not. So in order to prove that this series is AP, let us prove this is A1, this is my A2, this is my A3, and this is my A4. You should find A2 minus A1, and 23 minus 15 exactly is 8. A3 minus A2 is exactly 31 minus 20 is again 8. A4 minus A3 is exactly 13 9 minus 31 is exactly 8. Everywhere you get a common difference. So here common difference is equal to 8. Hence the above series or situation gives us AP. What is AP? Arithmetic progression. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Here comes a typical question. The amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So according to the question, let us make a situation. Let the cylinder consists of x air, x number of air. So when we apply a vacuum pump, it will remove 1/4 of the air. So first time when vacuum pump is applied, what is happening? Let us apply. Actually the question, if you identify logically, I think it will not be an AP. How? Let us prove it. The first time, it is not down. The first time when vacuum pump is applied, how much gas is removed? It removes how much? It removes 1/4 of the total gas. The total gas is how much? X. So 1/4 is X. So remaining is equals total minus the removed one. So you will be left out with 4x minus x by 4, that is 3x by 4 gas is remaining. Second time when you apply, when second time when vacuum pump is applied, what happens? What happens here? 1/4 of the remaining gas is removed, that is 3x by 4 was remaining, and 1/4 of that is removed. What will be left out? How much is removed? 3x by 16. So remaining gas will be already how much it was there? 3x by 4 gas was there, and now we removed 3x by 16. How much is left out? 16. So 4 times 3 is 12x minus 3x. You are left out now with 9x over 16. So initially the gas was how much the gas was there at present? Firstly it was x. After removing 1/4 of x, how much was removed? How much was present? 3x by 4 was present. Then next, how much is removed? 1/4 of this 3x by 4 is removed. So how much is left? 9x over 16 is left. Let us check whether we get a common difference or not. So this is my A1, this is my A2, this is my A3. Let us check whether we get a common difference or not. So 3x over 4 minus x will be, if you cross multiply, you'll get here, see, 3x minus 4x, you'll get in minus 1 by 4x. So now let us check for A3 minus A2, you'll get now 9x over 16 minus 3x by 4. So 3x by 4, if you do simplification, it will be 9x minus 4 times 12x. So exactly how much is left? Minus 3x over 16. So here common difference is minus 1 by 4x. Here the common difference is minus 3x by 16. The difference is not same. So A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. The above situation, situation or the question or the condition will not give us arithmetic progression. So what we need to do now, let's move to problem number 3. Here comes the situation in the problem number 3. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging when it costs rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. So this is exactly same situation like the question number 1, where you have been given for the cost was rupees 15 for the first kilometer and the cost for subsequent kilometer was rupees 8. So in the similar fashion, this is firstly rupees 150 for the next 1 meter. As we are going deeper and deeper, 50 rupees is extra and extra. So this situation exactly will be same. It will be in AP. Let us see the cost of digging a well after every meter of digging. Okay, cost per meter. Okay, all right, the first meter the cost will be for 150. For the second meter depth of digging, it will become exactly the first 150 plus 50, so it will become 200. So third meter, it will become exactly 150 plus 50 plus 50, exactly it will become 250, so on. This situation definitely represent arithmetic progression. Let's move on to the question. Next question, question number 4. The question number 4, here comes the amount of money in the account. 1 minute. Let us see the question number 4 here. The amount of money in the account every year when rupees 10,000 is deposited at compound interest. So the amount after every year is given with the formula. So what is given? First of all, this is principal amount 10,000 and rate is given as 8%. Annually we are calculating the compound interest. When we calculate the amount every year is given by formula. Amount is P times 1 plus R over 100 whole power n. So let us calculate for first year. After 1 year, okay, the amount will become 10,000 times 1 plus whole power 1. It will become 100 plus 8 over 100 whole power 1. 108 whole. Okay, what you get next when we calculate, it will become 10800. This is the amount after 1 year. Let us calculate for the second year now. Okay, it will become 10800 times 1 plus R over 100 whole power n, the principal amount. Okay, the second year also, if we take instead of here, if we are taking this principal amount, here only one can be used. Otherwise, what happens if we are using that principal amount P, here in the place of n we have to keep 2 at the time, 2. So let us do in this way. 10800 1 plus R 8 by 100 whole power 1. Again, for the second year, what I have taken, the previous year's answer I have taken as P. I have changed P, then you need not write here 2. If you want 2 here, then you have to write here P 1 10,000 only. Okay, so 10800 108 by 100, then we can cancel these 2 zeros. You will get again 108 times 108. So let us do that. 108 times 108. So when you multiply 108 times 108, you'll get 11664. So this is the amount after 2 years, and 10800 was the amount after 1 year. Initially the amount was 10,000. If you see, keenly observe, that is A2 minus A1, okay, is clearly 800, but A3 minus A2, that is 11644 minus I'll tell you 10800 minus 10,000. You got this answer. 11644 minus 10800, you get the answer differently. So 840. So we'll write here 1644 10800. What answer? 44 and 844. So this is the difference you get when you do calculation the compound interest. So no, a2 minus a1 is not equal to a3 minus a2, hence it does not make AP. Moreover, I would like to add here, if instead of compound interest it is written, it is given simple interest, then definitely it would have been a arithmetic progressions. This was the case where we have to use our wording and we convert it into arithmetic, and we have seen arithmetic progression whether we formed or not. Let's move on to the next question. They are dead easy now. Let's move what the exercise tells us. Yes. Now see here, the second bit is very easy. What does it tell us? Write first four terms of AP when the first term is A and the common difference D are given as. So this is the first term is A and the common difference is D. Then they want us to do some of the things. What is they want? They want us first four terms of the AP. So among this second bit, we are having 5 questions. Let us take one question, fourth one, and write here. What is the question? A is -1, D is 1/2. So can you tell me what will be the first term? First term is A itself. What will be the second term? Second term is A2. A2 is given by A plus D. A is -1, D is 1/2. If you simplify this, cross multiplication if you do, you'll get -2 plus 1/2, you'll get -1/2. Similarly, if you want third term, okay, 1 minute, we want third term. Third term, if we take a third term, that is A3, it will be A plus 2D, and it will be A is my -1, 2 times D is 1/2. If you cancel this, you'll get -1 plus 1 exactly 0 you will get. And fourth term, it will be A4. It is given by A plus 3D. A is my -1 plus 2 times D is 1/2. That is third term 3D. So -1 plus 3/2. If you do the simplification, you'll get here -2 plus 3/2, exactly 1/2. Now what happens here? You got A1 value, A2 value, A3 value, A4 value. He told us to calculate the first 4 terms. We calculated. You write in sequence, that's all. Here the first term is my -1. Second term is -1/2. Then you got in 0. Then you got in 1/2. Hence these are the terms of the first 4 terms of the AP. Let's move on to the question, second question. Here in the second question, what does the question tells us? Let us move to the right. Okay, the question tells us that write first 4 terms of the AP over. Third question, for the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. It's dead easy question. For the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. If we are taking any of the terms, he wants us to find. He told these are AP. AP means there will be a common difference. So the first term is my very dead easy questions. These are. You see any one question you want. For example, I want to do this one. 0.6, 1.7, 2.8. Okay. 0.6, okay, 1.7, 2.8, and 3.9. 1 minute. 3.9. So what happens? 0.6, 1.7, 2.8. My first term is the first term. A1 is 0.6. Common difference he wants us to find. So that is why in prerequisite we have done this subtraction. What is common difference? It will be A2 minus A1. What is A2? 1.7. What is A1? 0.6. We need to do subtraction. So Okay, in this way, if we do, we'll get 1.1. In this way, we need to do common difference. Okay, let's move on to the next bit of our first exercise. Last bit of the first exercise of our chapter, arithmetic progression, will be like this. We got a question here: which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 bottoms. So we got nearly 15 questions in front of us. We have to check whether they are forming AP or not. How to find whether they form AP or not is so dead easy. You have to check or whether their common difference exists or not. If a common difference exists, they form an AP. Otherwise, they don't form AP. So among them, let us try with questions. So I'll take a question number 1 for sake. Let us take a pen. 1. Question number 1. 2, 4, 8, 16. So A1 is my 2. A2 is my 4, A3 is my 8, A4 is my 16. Now A2 minus A1 is equal to 4 minus 2, exactly 2 you got. A3 minus A2 is 8 minus 4, exactly 4 you'll get. A4 minus A3 you'll get 16 minus 8. How much it is? Exactly 8. So everywhere whenever you calculate it, you got a different difference. So you should write A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. Hence the above sequence. Maybe the certain rule is there. We don't know whether what type of rule, but arithmetic progressions rule is not there. So hence the above sequence is not AP. Not in AP. Okay. In this way we have to do. So let us try with some question. Which question we want now? I would like to do the problem number 12. Okay, 12. Root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32. 12. The bit is root 2, root 8, root then 18. Then you got a root 32. Let us check it whether they form an AP or not. Whenever we get a roots important step. Whenever we get a root, the root terms must be simplified one. So are they simplified one? No. So root 2 is simplified. Root 8 is nothing but you can write root 8 as 2 times 2 times 2. Yes, 1 2 can be taken outside and written. Simplified one is 2 root 2. And root 18 is nothing but 3 root 2. How it is? 18 root 18 can be written as under root 3 times 2. 1 3 is outside. Similarly, root 32 is 4 root 2. Now A1 is my root 2, A2 is my 2 root 2, A3 is my 3 root 2, and A4 is my 4 root 2. A2 minus A1 will be 2 root 2 minus root 2, and if I subtract, because like terms can be subtracted and added, so I get a root 2. A3 minus A2 will be exactly 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. Again, I'll get a root 2. Similarly, if I do A4 minus A3, I'll get a 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2. Exactly, I'll get again root 2. So, everywhere the common difference is same. I'll write here A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3. Hence, the above sequences, okay, series are in arithmetic progression. Okay, let's what we do, we'll orally discuss this bit now. So here the fractions are there. In order to get the fraction differences, we have learned little prerequisite fractional differences, subtraction in prerequisite lecture. That is, every lecture is arranged in order. So prerequisite will give us the simplification techniques where we can solve the questions easily. So fractional type and decimal type technique, decimal point and a decimal point, and do it. And here what he want us to do here, a square minus a, when we subtract, we cannot do subtraction. We have to stop there. Why? Because like terms will be added and subtracted, unlike cannot be added and subtracted. A square minus a is a square minus a itself. So here again it will not be in AP. The similar fashion, the 13th question is given, but 13th question when simplified, it will not come under 1 root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2 type. So here we cannot find the answer as a AP. It will be just like that. In this way, please try and complete this bit. So hope you understood your first exercise and the basics of our chapter arithmetic progression. Let's move on to next higher level type of questions. Thank you very much. Welcome to my digital class, and in this video lesson we are proceeding with arithmetic progressions. In arithmetic progression, the previous video lesson we have learned about introduction and a small type of problems where we have done learn common difference, and if it is AP, then finding more 4 terms and checking out whether it is AP or not. Now let's move in. While learning our arithmetic progression, we have defined all the arithmetic progression looks like a plus D, a plus 2D, so on. In this fashion, this will be my first term, this is my second term, this is my third term, like this. If I want 7th term, it will be a plus 6D, and if I want a 8th term, it will be a plus 7D. Similarly, we have decided nth term, we want nth term. Nth term of AP is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into the formula. Moreover, the common difference of the AP is given by a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 successive terms subtraction. a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2, or a4 minus a3, the successive, the difference between the two terms. The coming successor will be written first, then the predecessor. a4 minus a3 will be equal to a5 minus a4, like this, and this is called as D. Common difference can be found with any formula. This is also D, this is also D, this is also D. A100 minus a99 is also D. Difference of two consecutive terms. Based upon this formula, let us proceed and do problems. Example problem is here. The very first example problem. Find the 10th term of the AP. Find the 10th term of the AP, where AP is given by 2, 7, 12, so on. Whenever the AP is given, you should take from the AP the useful things which are used in our formula. How many useful things are there? The first term is A, and D is common difference. Number of term is N, and nth term is AN. So what is useful? We'll write here. So A is how much? A is 2, exactly 2, and common difference is A2 minus A1, that is 7 minus 2, 5. We got A and 5. He want 10th term. So what is 10 here? 10 is N. He want 10th term, so N is 10, and A10 is how much? What is given to be understood very nice. He want 10th term. What will be 10? 10 is N. And what is A10? 10th term. So we want 10th term to be found, and the formula will be AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. A10 is how much? We don't know. AN, and we are arranging in this way. AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. N is 10. A plus 10 minus 1 is exactly 9D. And A value is 2. We have written here, see, A is 2 and D is 5. Substituted. We need to multiply first this. You should not add 2 and 9 and proceed, because Brodmann's rule tells me that firstly we have to multiply these two terms. Then 9 times 5, 45. 45 plus 2 is 47. Exactly, we got the answer. So what we have done, the given information, if AP is there, what is first term, what is common difference. That is why in first exercise he just made us to learn what is the first term, what is common difference, how you will form. So we have learned those things in the previous video lesson. Now we are going to the next example problem. Very easy. It's very easy. You can easily learn. Which term of the AP is negative 81? Also is any term 0? So in here, when the question is given which term is minus 81, so he want to find n value, maybe 25th term, 27th term, 38th term, we don't know. N is how much we don't know, but an is negative 81. The first term is 21. Common difference to be found, a2 minus a1 exactly 18 minus 21 is equal to minus 3. We need to find n value. Again the same formula, an is equal to a plus n minus. In the same formula, among 4 things, any one unknown can be given in any time. So in the previous time, an was to be found, now n is not there. So we need to find n value. How to find this n value? Come on. An is negative 81. We are writing whatever the given things are there in our formula. 21 plus n minus 1 times d exactly. D is negative 3. That is why the bracket should be used. So negative 3 is written in the bracket because if you don't use bracket here in product, you will min conceptually, you will confuse and consider it should be like this. You will consider it to be like this, and if you do not know that it is in multiplication, you will do this simplification, which goes wrong. So actually it should be n minus 1 times minus 3. If you are multiplying this, minus 3n plus 3 is the actual value. So we are not doing this also. What we are doing? We are doing this way. We have to transpose this 21 to the left side. Negative 81 minus 21 is equal to n minus 1 times minus 3. If you are adding this, because two negatives to be added, and if you add, you are getting exactly minus 102. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, then negative 102 minus 3 is divided to the left side. Negative 102 over minus 3 is equal to n minus 1. We need to cancel this. Minus 3 times 1, 3 times 3, exactly 9. 1 will be left out when 1, 12. 3 times 4 is 12, exactly 34 you will get. So 34 is equal to n minus 1. Minus 1 is transposed to get 34 plus 1, and you get it 35. So exactly n value, when you are getting an integer, positive integer, will decide that yes, 35th term of the AP will be negative 81. Let us consider again in the question he told also is any term 0. Why this question tells me is any term 0? Yes, this 0 can be in this AP, otherwise it cannot be also. Tells that also is any term 0. Also any term 0 tells me that whether 0 can be in this AP or not. If it is there AP, as we have solved for negative 81, we got a value. What we got? 35. So if it is there in AP, similar fashion, we'll get some integer value. Otherwise, if it is not there in AP, what you will get? You will get a value which is a fraction type or negative fraction type or negative number. If the negative or it is a fraction type, then we conclude that this 0 is not in this AP. So let's proceed. Also in term 0, let's proceed now. What he's telling? Yeah. Let us consider an to be 0. An is 0. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and we are multiply an is 0 and a value is 21 plus n minus 1 and d is negative 3. 21 is transpose, we got 21, and minus 3 is transpose to the left side, we got my negative 21, negative 3. Minus minus cancel, 3 times 1, 3 times 7, exactly 7 is equal to n minus 1. Minus 1 is transpose, we got n is 8. So we got positive integer value. It tells me that positive integer 0 is also in this AP, and it is 8th term of this AP. So S0 is in this AP and it is 8th term. Okay. So in this video lesson, why I am using the solved problem, just I have completely recorded this video, but I suddenly this video one video got deleted. So what I am doing here is I am using the problems which I solved here slowly and explaining that only. So need not problem. So I am explaining very slowly. Need to understand very nicely. Check whether 301 is a term of the list of this number. Same question as in the previous question. He told is the 0 or is of this AP. If it is, so whenever he is telling check whether this number is in this AP or not, check whether this number is in this AP or not. In that case, what we have to do? We have to use, let us consider AN is 301 and given AP is this. So 5, 11, 17 given AP we have written. A1 is this much, A2 is this much. Okay, and moreover he told list of numbers. List of numbers means we need to conclude whether it is AP or not. First of all, when it is AP, then we will do the problem. Otherwise, we tell that it is not in AP. So how can we do the problem there? So we are doing here simplification things which need to decide whether it is in AP or not. How we will decide whether it is in AP or not? By doing finding common difference. A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3, everywhere we have done 11 minus 5, 17 minus 11, 23 minus 17, everywhere we got a 6 as the common difference. It means that it is AP. So from here we can conclude A is my 5, D is my 6 and AN to be taken as 301, N value will find. If N you will get a positive integer, then 301 is in this AP and particular term. And if you get N value negative or fraction type, then we conclude that it is not in this AP. So let us move with the same formula. What is the formula? AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Yes, AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Let's proceed. AN is this one, A is this one. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. AN 301, 5 plus N minus 1 times 6. We have to find the N value everywhere. Whenever we are finding N value in the formula N, firstly we will transpose this to the left side, then we transpose 6 to the down, the D to the down. 2N minus 301 minus 5, 296 and divided by 6. If we cancel, it is not. Welcome to my digital class. In this video lesson we are progressing to learn arithmetic progression. So there is a Franklin D. Roosevelt proverb written on the whiteboard. There are many ways of going forward, but only one way of standing still. Very nice proverb. I liked it very much, so I brought that proverb in front of you. Okay, so there are many ways of going forward. There are many ways of going progressive. To progress, there are many ways, but standing still is only one way, which often we do. So let's cut short that particular standing still way and proceed to get forward. Thank you. Let's move on to our forwarded exercise 2, which is made on again the formula A is equal to A plus N minus 1D. Why this exercise is made? Exercise is made to practice. So how to practice? Have we done any example problems? Yes, in the previous video we have learned how to solve the problems on AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D, formula of arithmetic progression. So let's move on. So how to do this particular exercise, how to learn this video class. So pause there. Whenever I say to pause, you have to pause and take your notebook and pen. Try to solve your problem and play the video and cross-check the answers. In this way, you can proceed nicely. So here is the first question of exercise 2. Very nice. Let us read the question. Fill in the blank in the following table given that A is the first term, D is the common difference, and N is the nth term, where N will be number of terms. When these four things are given and the formula AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D is also having completely 4 terms, then how to do the problem? Whenever among these 4 any one is missing, that can be brought up by transposing. So I'll do the problems, you also do your problems, cross check by pausing the video. So let's go. I take my pen now, you also take your book. So I'll take question number 1 here. A is 7, D is 3, and n is 8, a n we don't know. When this much information is given, a formula is telling a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Right, we want to find a value is 7, n minus n is 8, n is exactly 8, so 8 minus 1 d is my 3. So an is equal to 7 plus 8 minus 1, 7 times 3, 7 plus 21. We need to multiply first, then add. Exactly, we'll get 28. So what we got here, an is equal to 28. So when we get an is equal to 28, our problem over. We're dead easy here. The problems are dead easy. So here an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Sometimes an is not given, sometimes d is not given, sometimes n is not given, sometimes a is not given, and again an is not given. Please complete this table by this formula. Just we need to transpose and do, and transposing problems and simplification technique comfortably we have done in the previous example problems also, and in prerequisite also. So I hope you understood. I'll do one more question to you. If you want, then proceed. A is minus 18, a is minus 18 comma, then proceed. What is telling? D we don't know, n is 10, n. D we don't know, we have to find. N is 10 and an is 0. So again an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. An is 0, a is minus 18 plus n 10 minus 1 d. Don't know. So d is whatever don't know, keep that letter as it is. Transpose a minus 18 to the left side, 18, 9d. Transpose 9 to the other side, 9 times 1, 2, exactly 2 will be the answer. So in this way we get the solutions. So please complete this table and then we proceed to the next question. So I am explaining here orally. You can do it very easily, comfortably. Choose the correct choice in the following and justify. What is here? The first question, 30th term of the AP 1074 is, he want us to choose one option among these 4. So we need to find 30th term of this AP. AP is given, means what is given? First term is given, and common difference D we need to find by subtracting 2 successive consecutive terms. So 7 minus 10 will exactly becomes minus 3. So common difference D is minus 3 here, and A is 10 and N is 30. We need to find A. So what total exercise is on this formula only. What is the formula? A is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So take that formula and substitute the answers and do it. Very nice. So similarly you can do the second question. 11th term of the AP. A is this much, D. So when we are having one term as integer, another is a fraction type, subtraction you may get a fraction type. That is why in prerequisite fraction simplification we have done. So minus 1 by 2 minus of minus 3. So D here will be like this. I'll take my pen and show you. D here is A2 minus A1, and A2 is minus 1 by 2. Okay, this is my A2. This is A1, no? So minus 1 over 2 minus of minus 3. Okay, minus is the formula. A1 is already negative. That is why wherever we are writing negative, we need to take the bracket. Okay, minus times minus is 3. Exactly, cross multiplication will solve my purpose, and it is 5 over 2 will be D in this case. So take D value, A value, and 11th term. So A 11th term A plus 10D. 13th term A plus 29D. Well done. Second bit over. Let's go to third bit. In the following APs, find the missing term in the boxes. So I want to tell you, whenever a list of numbers are missing, but some numbers will be given. So when some numbers are given, by using that, when we find A value and D value. If we find A and D, whichever the term he asks us to find, we can Okay, so let's move on to the first bit of the third question. What does it tells me? Third question tells that the first term is given, a is 2, and first term, second term, third term. Third term is given. Whenever I guess what is third term, I will write its expanded, a3 a plus 2d is given as 26. So if we have been given writing the given in order, we'll get a clue what type of technique shall I use. So I got a value and I got this one. So if I substitute a value here, I'll get a d value. When I get d value, sorry, I done mistake here. I wrote 26 as 62. 26. So 2d is 24, d is 24 over 2, cancelling to get 12. So we got a value, we got d value. Now what is the missing term? Missing box is the second term. So he wants second term. So I write a second term in formula a plus d. What is my a? 2, d, 12, answer 14. That's all. That's all. In this way we can do. Let's move on to the second bit. Second bit is telling me that second bit, what is the box is missing box is first. What is given? Second. Second means a2. A2 means a plus d. What is given? A plus d? 13. Okay. For third term is missing. Fourth is given. Fourth is a4. A4 means a plus 3d. And how much it is? Given 3. When we get, we learned that when in the AP, two terms, any first and last, second and fifth, 17th and 18th, any two terms are given, then we need to write the two terms in this fashion. Then it will become linear equation in two variables. Elimination method serves the purpose to get the answer. So d minus 3d is minus 2d. 13 minus 3 is exactly 10. So I'll get a d value here. D is 10 over minus 2 is exactly minus 5. I got minus 5. I'll substitute in equation number 1 or 2. So 1. I'll get here d a plus d is minus 5. So minus 5 is 13. So I want a values. Minus 5 is transferred to the other side to get a. 13 plus 5. A is 18. Got it? So in this way, the first term is given, any two terms are given, we can find the answer. So now let's go, maybe here third question is same like first question, a is given, and fourth term is a plus 3d is equal to 9 1 over 2. So we can get d value and we can find second and third term. Similarly the fourth, similarly the fifth. Cannot you do? Come on, complete this bit. I am waiting for your completion. Pause the video here, then proceed. Obey the teacher. Thank you. Yes, I hope you are doing good and listening to my words. Pause, complete, proceed. Let's move on to the next question. Question. Move on to the next question. Next question is ready in front of us. The 4, the 5, the 6. Let us proceed to solve the problems. Question number 4. Which term of the AP is 3, 8, 13, 18, so on is 78? So we have done this type of in example problems. So hope you can do this problem. Pause this video and do by yourself. So I do mine, you do yours, don't see mine. And the cross check. Question number 4 is telling which term of the AP given AP is. Okay, given AP is a is equal to 3. And common difference is nothing but a2 minus a1 is 8 minus 3 is exactly 5. And an is equal to 78. I want which term? N value. So an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. An is 78. A is my 3. N minus 1. I don't know. D is my 5. So procedure is to transpose like this. 78 minus 3. Then simplify to proceed. 78 minus 3 is exactly going to be 75. 5 is transported down like this. N minus 1. Cancel, you'll get here 15. 15 minus 1 is transferred to the left, so plus 1 and is 16. So hope you two got the same answer. Next, find the number of terms in each of the following APs. Here is 70. Which term of the term is 78 here? In another English words. Here also he is asking the same thing. Which term will be, if you count from the starting, 205. So an is given here, a is given, d is given. Same question, just you need to find which term is this, and only you have to find here. So fourth question, similar manner. Fifth, and it will be this fifth second bit also. Check whether minus 150 is a term of the AP is also the same question, and the logic is when we find n value, as we got n here 16 means it was the term and we got a 16 term is this one. Similarly, if you see the fifth question 1 and 2 bit, here also you will get n value as a integer, and you have to cross check here minus 150. When you take as an and do the problem, you should get n value positive integer, then only minus 150 will be in this AP. If it is not there, then you will get a non integer value, fractional value, or negative fraction, negative number. Then you should decide that minus 150 is not in this AP. So hope you understood 4, 5, 6 bit. Very nice. 1 or 2 marks question continuously will be asked in this model. So hope, let's move on to the next question. Okay, here we get some questions. Find the 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 38 and 16th term is 76. So it comes under that model where 2 terms of the AP are given. So when 2 terms of the AP are given, we got that model. So I hope you understood and you are willing to do this problem. So please go ahead, pause this video, go ahead. I am also doing for your references. Reference work is good. Okay, find 31st term whose 11th term is 38. So given A11, so we'll write A11 is A plus 10D, and that is 38. And 16th term, A16, that is A plus 15D, is equal to 73. If we are writing given in this fashion, then our problem goes that easy. It is becoming pair of linear equation, 2 variables, telling us that elimination method to solve pair of linear equation 2 variables works effectively. So we're going 10D minus 15D minus 5D equals 38 minus 73. We need to do subtraction there. We get a 5, then 35. So we got a negative 35. D is negative 35 by minus 5, cancel to get exactly 7. D is 7 in equation number 1. When we substitute, what we get? A plus 10D is 38. A plus 10 times 7 is 38 to get A is equal to 38 minus 10 times 7 is exactly 70. So I'll erase and write neatly. We got a 70, and 38 minus 70 will be exactly 32, negative 32. We got the answer, A value. Then what is asking us to find in question number 7? He told us to find 31st term. So we'll write in the required to find is A31. So A31 is what? A plus 30D, and equals A is minus 32 plus 30, and D is 7. So we'll get the answer now. Negative 32 plus 210 will become exactly equal to 178. Negative, positive, minus we have to do, and positive bigger number sign we have kept here. 178 will be your 31st term. Yes, in this fashion you got a plenty of questions. Can this 8th question fall under the same category? Which you have to find AP consists of 50 terms, so N is 50 here. 50 terms are there, N is 50. Third term is 12, okay. Last term is 106. It means 50 is N. It means last term is A50. So 2 terms is given here. We need to do in the similar fashion. Indirectly, hiddenly, he have given. Directly in here, 11 term is this much, 16 term is this much. Here, third term is this much, directly given. He told the consists of 50 terms, hence N is 50. Last term, AN, and A50 is 106. In this fashion, he gave us the knowledge. Okay, 8th question you need to do completely. So what is given here? A third term A3 is given, A50 is given 106. So 2 equations are given in this fashion. You please find A and D value. Then you need to find 29 term. Okay, well. 9th question, if third and 9th term of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively. Third term is given as 4, 9th term is given as minus 8. It means 2 terms are given. When 2 terms given, it will become in the similar fashion. Third term A3 is equal to 4 and 9th term A9 is equal to A plus 8D is equal minus 8. So pair of linear equation, 2 variable will be there and you can solve the question easily. How we have done here, respectively in similar fashion, you can do so. So I hope you do it right. Pause this video, do this work and proceed. We are having now the 10th question to be solved. 10th question is saying that 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. So whatever the knowledge he is giving in the mathematical expression, we need to convert in algebraic expression. And when we convert, we can see it is a arithmetic progression type. We'll see 17th term of AP exceeds its 10th term. 17th term, according to the question, 17th term exceeds its 10th term. Exceeds means plus, degrees means minus. Exceeds 10th term by 7. So we go according to the question. Okay, this will be the statement. 17th term of the AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. This is exceeds. 10 terms say if we add 7, we get exactly 70. So only this statement is there and he wants us to find common difference. Let us proceed with little simplification part and check what things will be left. A17 means A plus 16D actually. And A10 means A plus 9D. And here when we convert it in the actual formula type, A17 A plus 16D, A10 A plus 9D, we got A and D. We thought that A and D, 2 variables are there, but luckily A on the both sides is having same sign and same coefficient. It can be cancelled and we will be left out with only D term. 16D minus 9D is exactly 7D and D is 7 over 7, exactly 1 we get. So in this way, he gave that much information only by which we can bring our D value. So this is in one model where he give us an expression, and from that, if we simplify and proceed, we get the answer. What the 11th question tells us? Which term of the AP, so we got an AP. AP is given means first term is given, common difference is given. Will be, which term means AN. Which term will be AN. So which term means AN? AN is 132 more than 54th term. So according to the question, what does it becomes? Now let us see what he tells. He tells that given AP is there, given AP is, and he tells that which term, which term he is asking, which term. So this term will take 132 more than 54 term, A54, that is the thing. Move on to the question. 54 term, 132 more than 3, 15, 27. And AP is 3, 15, 27, so on. So this tells me that A is my 3, D is 15 minus 3, 12. So when I use this in the expanding the formula by using a and a plus n minus 1 into d. So a plus n minus 1 times d. 132 is 132. A 54. A plus 53d. Luckily a can cancel. I got d value. I will substitute d value. N minus 1 times d is 12 is equal to 53 times 12. D is how much? 12. So luckily we got a 12 and 12 also get cancelled. N is 53 minus 1 transfer to the right side plus 1 54. We got a splendid simplification and got the answer easily. A got cancelled. N minus 1d as it is we wrote in the next step. We got it. Here the mistake is we cannot do this way. Where is the mistake? We left out 132. We left out 132, so we will not get this answer. I'm sorry, this is the wrong answer. This is wrong answer. This is completely wrong answer. Okay, let's proceed. A cancelled correctly. N minus 1 and 12 I'll write like this only, and 132 time plus 132 plus 53 times 12. So we cannot cancel this one. Okay, let's proceed on. So what happens now if we do simplification? 132 plus 53 times 12 will be exactly 636. And if we add 132, we'll get a 768 as we do here. And n minus 1, 12. 12 is transposed to the right side, we'll get a 768 over 12. We can cancel this 12 times 1. And 12 times 6 is 72. 4 is left, 48 4s. N will be 64 plus 1, exactly 65 will be the answer. Oh wow, in this way we got the answer. See here what was given. He told us in the question given AP is 3, 15, 27 and which term will be such a way 132 more than 54 terms. So we wrote this expression, converted that in algebraic form. A plus n minus 1 into d, 132, a 54, a plus 53d. Whatever the given information was there, when we substituted, what happened? We got the answer. And here once 132 was missed, there was no 132 by mistake, then we cancelled 12. Yes, when there was no 132 we cancelled, but now 12 and 12 cannot be cancelled. Those numbers can be cancelled which are completely in product. This is 12 is product with this only this term, not with this 132. If it was 132 also, 12 here also, then 12 can be taken common, then 12 will be in complete product of the right side bracket, then we can cancel. Now we cannot cancel, sorry, we done mistake, then proceeded. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What does here comes question number 12. Two APs have the same common difference. The difference between their 100 term is 100. What is the difference between their 1000 term? This is very interesting question. Read it twice. Two APs have the same common difference, and difference between the 100 term is 100. The problem is little dry. Let us do it this way. Given are two APs. How many APs are there? Two different APs are there. That is the key thing we need to understand in this question. We are having two different APs. So let us AP1B. Let us write AP1 as A1 comma A1 plus D comma A1 plus 2D, so on. And AP2B, instead of A, what we do here, write B. B1 comma B1 plus D comma, okay, B1 plus 2D, so on. Or otherwise, if you wish, we can write A2, but A2 already is used for second term of the AP. That is why we are not using, we are taking B. Otherwise, remove the suffix a1, nothing will happen. You can do that also. Remove these suffixes. Okay, just it can be like this. Will write b comma b plus d comma b plus 2d, so on. Here a plus d, a plus 2d, so on. What is why we are not using d1 d2? No, in the question itself we told that it is having same common difference. So in both the APs, common difference is same, d only. So what happens, he gave also difference of 100 term is 100. What do you mean by difference of 100 term? Means 100th term of AP1 minus 100th term of AP2 is 100. What is 100 term of AP1? It will be 100 of AP1 minus 100 of AP2 will equal to 100. 100 of AP1 is how much? Actually it is A plus 99D minus of 100 of AP2. If you see in the 100 of AP2, it is B plus 99B 100. If you expand the bracket and see what is going to happen here, minus B minus 99D is 100. 99D minus 9 cancel, A minus B is 100. You get the equation number 1. Let us keep this as it is. In the question, at last, he told us that difference between 100 term is 100. Now, what is the difference between 1000 term? So, now let us go to 1000 term. Now, A1000 of AP1 minus A1000 of AP2. This is difference of between 1000 term of these two AP. So, it will be A plus 999D minus of, and this will be B plus 999D. And if you expand this, simplify this, what is going to happen here? A plus 999D minus B minus 999D. If you cancel, you will be left out with A minus B, and A minus B is actually how much? 100. So he want to tricky. Difference between 100 term is 100, difference between 1000 term is, so we fastly should tell that it is 1000, but it is not. Difference between 100 term is 100, difference between 1000 term is also 100, difference between 1 million term is also 100. That is the answer. Okay, well, we have understood. Now let's proceed with the next question. Very interesting, and these type of problems we an example we have done. How many 3-digit number are divisible by 7? How many 3-digit numbers are there? And from there, what are the 3-digit number which are divisible by 7? Write the list first. So 13th question is very interesting. 13th is telling that the 3-digit numbers. 3-digit numbers are, what are 3-digit number? They are like this here. 3-digit number is 100. First of all, 101, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. The last 3-digit number will be this. But these are not divisible by 7. I want 3-digit number divisible by 7 only. So it will be the first 3-digit number divisible by 7 will be 105. Check it out, 105. Then you'll get 102 and so on, so on, so on. What will be the last 3-digit number divisible by 7? So better do it division, the highest one. 7 ones, we got it 29, 4s we got it 28, 1 9, and 2s 14. Will be left out with remainder 5. So remainder 5 should not be there. I subtract 5. So 9 9 4 will be the last number, which is 3-digit number divisible by 7. So now I want this 994. This is now a list of numbers will be in AP, divisible by 7, 8, 10, any number will be AP. So the above series is AP. If you want to prove it, prove it. a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 is common, and it will be 7. A is 105 and divisible tells me that D is common difference will be again 7 because it is 7 multiple. We are increasing 7, 7, 7, so we get the same. And the last AN is 994. What he want? He want how many number n he wants. So AN is equal to a plus n minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. N 994. A 105 plus n minus 1 D 7. So need to simplify in a similar fashion. How we do? Transpose. 994 minus 105 is equal to n minus 1 times 7. Then subtract this 994 and 105. You get in 9, 8 and 8. 889 and 7 to be transport divided by 7 is equal to n minus 1. Cancel 7 times 1, 7. 1 left, 18 means 2, 14, 4 left, 7. So 127 minus 1 is transferred to the right side, plus 1 is equal to the n 128. 128 is the number of 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. So in this way many questions can be asked. How many 4-digit numbers are divisible by 13, how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 15. In this way many questions you can make of your own and check it out. So it was interesting. Let's move on to the next question. I hope you will try. I tried this at advanced, and 14th also you will do. How many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? So write all the multiples of 4 between 10 and 250 and make it a AP. Take what is A, what is D, what is last term, and calculate n. Use n formula, calculate n value. So next 15 question is telling me for what value of n or nth term of the two APs. This AP and this AP are equal. N term of this AP and n term of this AP are equal. So let us equate this. Proceed. So here the question 15 is ready to us to solve. Let us solve this question now. What he gave us, given our two APs, let AP1 be 63, 65, so on 67. So we got here A value is 63 and D value is A2 minus A1, 65 minus 63, exactly 2 we got. Okay, D. And if we take AN of AP1 is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. A is how much? 63 and n minus 1. D is how much? 2. Let us keep this equation number 1. AP2 is here. Let us proceed here itself. AP2 is 3, 10, 17, so on. My A is 3, D is 10 minus 3 exactly equals 7. Okay, and according to this, AN of AP2 will be A plus n minus 1 into D. A is my 3, n minus 1, D is my 7. This is my equation number 2. According to the question, okay, what is the question? According to the question, he tells that n term of this AP and n term of this AP are equal. So we have to equate. Equation 1 is equal to equation 2. So 63 plus n minus 1 times 2 is equals 3 plus n minus 1 times 7. What we do here, we will just transpose this 3 to the left side and n terms to the right side. So 63 minus 3 is equals n minus 1 times 7 minus n minus 1 times 2. Okay, 60 is equal. I want to take n minus 1 common. So n minus 1 taken common, 7 minus 2 will be left out here. This If I don't take n minus 1 common, then I have to multiply this with this with this for multiplication. This again minus is also there, changing the sign. Any one thing I miss, I get a wrong answer. So I have taken this common. Now 7 minus 2 is exactly 5. 60 by 5 is n minus 1. If I cancel, I'll get it 12. Minus 1 is transferred to give you like this. The answer is 13. So 13th term of this AP and that AP, the both are same. In this way, we get the answer. Let's proceed to the next question. So I got a next question in front of us. 16th question is telling, determine the AP whose third term is 16, 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. Question is interesting. Determine the AP whose third term is 16 and 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. So according to the mathematical expression, let us convert that into our algebraic type. Determine AP. Okay, what is given we write third term is 16. A3 is A plus 2D is 16. A3 is actually the third term donation, it is denotion. Okay, we denote third term like this, but actual third term will be A plus 2D, and it is how much? 16. Seventh term, okay, seventh term is A7 exceeds fifth term. So fifth term exceeds fifth term, seventh term exceeds fifth term by 12. So if I write this equation also in a expanded form, it will be A plus 6D is equal to A plus 4D plus 12. So here if we simplify, we are going to get something, and 6D minus 4D is 2D, D is exactly 6, D is exactly how much? 6. I got 6 value in equation number 1. I'll put, and I put this as 1, and this 6 value I'll substitute here to get some A value. So what is my will do here? A plus 2D is 16. So A plus 2 times 6 is 16. A is 16 minus 12, and we got it 4. 16 minus 12 is 4. We got A value, we got D value. Then what is the question? He determined the AP. Oh ho ho ho. The AP is A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D, so on. So A is my 4. 4 plus D is my 6. See here, 6. Okay, sorry. 4 plus 2 times 6 comma 4 plus 3 times 6, so on. So now 4 comma 10 comma 6 times 2 is 12 plus 4, 12 plus 4 is 16 comma 18 plus 4 is 22, so on. Yes, hence we got an AP. He asked us to find AP of these particular conditions. We bought it. So let's move on to next question of the exercises. So here find the 20th term from the last. Oh wow, in the model itself we have done. So remember what we have done in the previous video, the model question, where from the last, if we want to find any term, then just reverse the AP and do the problem. Reverse the AP. So let us reverse the AP and do. Alright. Before I do, you to try yourself, get the answer, cross check here. That's all. By forwarding. Okay. Okay. So let's take the same technique and do the problem. Given AP is 3 comma 8 comma 13 comma so on 253. In order to find 20th term from last, we reverse AP and make last term as first term. So we do that now. So take it 253, so on 13 comma 8 comma 3. So A is my 253. D will be subtraction of any two successive terms. So 8 minus 13 exactly minus 5. So we got everything, and we want now A20. Just A20 from this reversed AP will be the 20th term from the last of the given AP. That's the, so A20 is equal to A plus 19D, and A is my 253 and 19, D is my minus 5. So 253 minus 19 times 5 is exactly 95, and you subtract this 253 and 95, you get it 8, 5 and 158. So in this way we get the answer. Let us proceed with the next question. The sum of the 4th and 8th term of AP is 24. Sum of 6th and 10th term is 44. Find the first 3 terms of the AP. Okay, here also the technique is whatever he is giving us, use algebraic mathematical expression in English language to algebra you convert, then we'll get it nice ideas what to do on that. Sum of 4th and 8th. What he's saying, according to the question, okay, according to the question, what is given is a third and see here, I'm sorry, 4th and 8th term, 4th and 8th term. So let us take 4th term and 8th term. A4 plus A8 is equal to A4 plus A8, 24. How much it is? 24. So when we write this, we don't want these suffixes and prefixes type. We want not denotation, we want expanded form. A plus 3D plus A plus 7D is equal to 24. So we get an equation from this in this fashion. Let us keep the equation number 1. Have he given one more equation? Let's see. Sum of 6th and 10th term is 44. 6th and, see here, 6th and 10th term is 44. 6th and 10th term is 44. Let's move on to 6th term and 10th term is 44. 6th is A plus 5D and 10th term is A plus 9D. AA 2A and 14D is 44. Equation number 2. So whenever we get a pair of linear equation, 2 variable, we need to solve it. And again, the equations are telling me use elimination method to cancel and solve very easily. So 2A plus 10D, I'll write here 2A plus 10D is equal 24. We got it, solve. Minus, minus, minus. 14D minus 10D is 4D. 44 minus 24 is exactly 20. D is my 20 divided by 4 equals 5 in equation number 1 or 2, your wish to get the answer. So 1, this is my 1 equation. So 2 times A plus 10 times D is 24. 2A is 24 minus 10 times 5 is 50, so I transpose to get a minus 50. 2A is 24 minus 50 is minus 26. A is minus 26 divided to 2 is minus 13. So you get the answer in this way. A is minus 13. So what we need to do now? He gave this much information and asked us the first 3 terms of AP. Now, first 3 terms of AP is A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D. What is my A? A is my negative 13. What is my A plus D? D is 5, so we'll get it. Negative 13 plus 5, negative 13 plus 2 times 5. Negative 13 minus 8 and okay, negative. If you simplify this, you're getting negative 30. Okay, this simplification I'm writing. minus 13, 5 times to 10 minus 13 plus 10 is negative 3. So we got it. In this way you will get the answer. Okay, let's proceed. So here are again word problems. Again the formula is same. I just write the given and proceed, tell you to proceed in this way. 19th problem given will be Subbarao started work in 1995 at an annual salary of rupees 5,000 and received an increment of rupees 200 each year. In which year did his income reach to 7,000? So 1995, after how many years his salary is going to become 7,000? So initial salary was 5,000. So A is my 5,000. Increment, increase. What fixed number is increasing? It is exactly 200. So D is my 200. And at lastly, the salaries went and became 7,000. So how many years it took? So you need to find N value. So again, and we have to calculate. Come on, you should do this. Similarly, same question is about 20th question. 20th question is also in similar, same fashion. Ramkali saved rupees 5 in the first week of a year and then increased her weekly savings by 1.75. If in the nth week her weekly saving become 20.75, find N again. A is rupees 5 and D is every week 1.75 rupees is increased. So AN is also given 20.75. We need to use AN formula, A plus N minus 1 into D, and find N value. In this way, we have to use our AN formula based upon AN only. He have asked so many questions. We haven't used any other formula, just that formula. Sometimes we thought that pair of linear equation will come, but AA cancelled each other and we got the answer readily, easily. In this way, we completed all problems of this kind. So if you find some questions in other books, please practice. And if you have any query about those type of different questions, please post it on the comment box. We will solve that question and I give the answers itself. Thank you very much. Hope this arithmetic progression will bring us a hope of progress in our life in many aspects, in our physical, in our mental ability, in our communication, in our spirituality, in deen and in dunya also. Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much. Welcome to my digital class. In this video lesson, we are going to understand and learn very important concept of arithmetic progression. That is a derivation of sum of n terms of arithmetic progression. What is it? For example, if we are having a AP, say like 5, 10, 15, 20, so on, till it is up to 1005. If you are having a AP in front of you in this way, and I ask us just add all the terms of the AP. So when we are adding all the terms of this AP which is in front of you, this addition is very tedious. See, when you are adding 5 to 10, 15, you got a 30 and 55 in this way, the next will be 25, so on. If we are going these numbers, how many such numbers are there and how many additions it becomes? It's a very difficult task to do this in this way. Therefore, we got a formula and we are deriving that formula right now. Derivation of sum of n terms. Directly, how many terms are there? If we are adding all this line by line, what answer you're going to get? You directly get with the formula. So let us derive that particular formula. We are having AP, okay? AP name, let us write A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D, so on. And in last term will be A plus n minus 1 into D. Yes, this is my AP. Now what is the derivation we are doing? We are deriving the sum. So sum of n terms of AP is given by or denoted by, okay. What is the denotation here? We write Sn sum, and here we remove commas and write plus. This is a plus d plus, this comma is removed, a plus 2d, and I don't want this comma, I want all the pluses. A plus 2d after a, it will become a plus 3d, so on, you'll get a plus n minus 1 into d. In order to get exact derivation, what we do here, we write once again this Sn, but we write whatever we are having in the reverse order. So write here a plus n minus 1 into d plus a plus n minus 2 into d plus so on, you'll get here a plus 2d plus a plus d plus a. I have written in this manner completely. Just a plus n minus 1 d just before will be a plus n minus 2d, and we have written here. Just logically thinking, what will be the just one more number before this one will be n minus 2, and like this we have written. What should you get the complete answer? We'll add this. So when we add Sn plus Sn, you'll get 2Sn, as we get x plus x 2x, Sn plus Sn 2Sn. This is my one term, the last term. First and last term we are adding, and second and last but one we are adding. What will get a plus, if we add, we get 2a plus, this is n minus 1d, we'll get n minus 1d, so plus. Second is a plus d, a plus a, you'll get 2a, got n minus 2 and 1d is here, 1d n minus 2. If you do simplification, you'll get again n minus 1d. Okay, how if you want to see that simplification, you are having 1d plus here if you expand this nd minus 2d, nd minus 2d, and you'll get nd, d minus 2d is minus d, and n minus 1 times d, exactly this way, n minus 1d, plus so on. At last, the last term is a plus n minus 1d, and the first term is only a. If you add again, you'll get 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So you got every time 2a plus n minus 1d, 2a plus n minus 1d, 2a plus n minus 1d. How many such type of 2a plus n minus 1 into d you'll get? You will get exactly n number of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So if you see, tell me, I am adding 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How many times? 5 times. Directly I can write 5 times 3 will be the answer. If you add also, you will get the same answer. And how many such type of similar things you are adding, you can write in this fashion order. So if you see, I am having this 2a plus n minus 1d, how many such type of, we are having collectively n. So directly answer will be 2a times n times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. The addition completes here, as the example I have shown here. For example, if you are having 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So exactly answer will be 7 times 6. In this way, 2a plus n minus 1 into d plus 2a plus n minus 1 into d plus 2a plus n minus 1 into d, so on. How many such type of that? N number of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is why, so n times 2a plus n minus 1 into d, Sn is equal to n divides to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We got this as a formula. This formula is sum of n terms of the AP. If you clearly observe this formula itself, just if I am writing inside, instead of 2a, a plus a, nothing will happen, and this again denotes in a similarly just a different manner. A plus n minus 1d can be, this is the formula for an. So here comes the exact smallest formula, that is sum of first term plus last term multiplication with n by 2. How many terms are there? Divided by 2, and first and last term, the sum is the actual sum of all the terms of the AP. Very shortcut formula, very nice formula. In this way you can get the sum of n terms of the AP collectively, that we cannot go and add all the numbers line by line, but directly the formula will give you answer. So hope you understood the derivation part. Let's move on. Welcome. After completion and understanding the derivation of sum of n terms formula, let us do the problems, example problems on this formula. And in the problems we may use also the formula which we have already learned, that it's n term of the AP. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 to d. So let us proceed and learn and solve the problems on sum of the n terms of the AP. Let us go to example 1, which is number 11. What does the example tells us? So read the question. Find the sum of first 22 terms of the AP. AP is given. He is asking add all these terms up to 22 terms. So let us do what, whenever we are having a question, write the given first. Given AP is, I'll tell you here 8 comma 3 comma minus 2, so on. It tells me that my first term is 8, my common difference is a2 minus a1 is equal to 3 minus 8 is equal to negative 5. He want 22 terms sum, so n is my 22. He want s22 is equal to how much? So let us proceed with the formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here how many terms are there? Sn in the place of an, Sn type one unknown, n is another unknown, a is another unknown, d is another unknown, and already counted here. So 4 unknowns are there. How many among these 4 unknowns? Any 3 can be given and 4th need to be found. Any 2 can be given and 2 conditions to equations to make pair of linear equation to variable to be solved. In that way he may ask us. Let us solve this question and proceed. Sn, we want s22 and 22 over 2. 2 times a is my 8. N minus 1 is exactly 11, right here, n minus 1, n minus 1, 22 minus 1 is exactly 21, and d is negative 5. Whenever negative, write in bracket. You can cancel this 22 and 2. You never cancel this 2 and 2 or any number which is inside the bracket. Outside the bracket, this is in product with all these numbers. You need to cancel this with this only, otherwise transpose. So cancelling here, 11 times 16 minus 21 times 5 is 105. So if you multiply, then difference of 16 minus 105, exactly it will be 105. 16, if you subtract, you'll get 9 here, and from 89, so you got it negative 89. Multiply 89 times 11. 89 times 11 is exactly 89. You'll get here exactly 979. Negative 979 is the answer. If you add all the numbers which you are having in the given AP, you will get 979. Hope next move to the next question. So here is another example model question where we have to write the question. If the sum of the first 14 terms of an AP, how many? Sum, and sum of first 14 terms of an AP is 1050. It means that he gave us sum of all the 14 terms collectively. You got the answer 1050. It means it is S14. It is S14, and its first term is 10. Okay, given things were right. Given the first term is 10, okay, and the first 14 terms S14. Sum tells me it is sum. Sum 14 term is 1050. Find the 20th term. This much information is given here hiddenly. N is given. N is 14. So 3 informations are given. We need to find 20th term. A20 is equal to how much? Let's proceed. In this formula S14, what happens? S14 is nothing but 14. What is the formula? Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So you got it here, 14 over 2, 2 times a, 10 plus n minus 1. N is 14 minus 1 is minus 1. D we don't know. So among this total complete equation, S14 is given by 1050. Already from here, S14 is 1050. S14 formula is 14 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1. D, only D is unknown. We can find unknown things here. So is there any cancellation? Yes, you can cancel this. I write here 20 plus 13d. And transposing for the this type will be in this fashion. This 7 goes down because it is in bracket. Then you can cancel this 7 1 7 1 7. You got it 35 left 5 0 150, and 20 is transposed to the left minus 20 and 30d. All the steps whenever d is calculated in Sn formula will be same. You need to first transpose this n number after cancellation in the denominator, then a value to the left in this fashion. You get a 130 over 13 is d. If you cancel exactly, you will get 13 10 as the d. You got d is 10. He wants us now a 20th term. In given in the question, he told us to find 20th term. 20th term, in the previous lesson we have learned a plus 19d. A is my exactly how much? The first term is 10. We got it 10. First term is 10 and sorry, first term is 10, 19, d is also 10. You got it 10 plus 190. If you add exactly, you will get 200. So 20th term is 200. So here is the method when the question is given in this format where sum is given, first term is given, and number of terms is given, and Sn is given. Sum is given means up to what numbers the sum is given. From there, if you write the Sn formula, you will get an unknown thing. How many unknowns are there? Only one unknown. You can proceed here to find this d value. So when we are writing in a formula type and see how many givens are there, how many unknowns are there, if only one unknown is, we can directly solve. If 2 unknowns are there, you should find out some another condition which we can get pair of linear equations. Okay, so let us proceed to the next question. Here is another example model where we have to learn a new model. What is the question here? Read the question carefully. How many terms of the AP? How many terms? Okay, must be taken so that their sum is 78. Exactly, he gave us 70. Sn is given and he is not giving in this AP. So what are the things given? Let us write. If you think or keenly observe. We got it Sn value 78 into what term? So what n is, we don't know. And a given AP is okay of given AP is 24 comma 21 comma 18 so on. So a is my 24, d is a2 minus a1. What it is? 21 minus 24. What it is? Minus 3. I got d value, I got a value, I got sn value. Now Sn is equal to formula. Sn is equal to, come on, tell, n by 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Remember, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Nice, we remember. So let's put all the values. N is my n, I don't know. As n value I got it, it is exactly 78. So let us write it 78 here. 2 and a is how much? Come on, write it here 24 plus n minus 1 n in n, we don't know n. D negative, that is a bracket. So whenever in the SN formula n is not given, definitely you will get a model where you need to solve in this fashion only. Many questions are about to come, you are going to solve them. So what you have to transpose this to the side first. So 78 times 2 exactly you'll get 156, and you are simplifying exactly inside 48 and minus 3 and plus 3. 156 is a, 48 plus 3 is 51 minus 3n. Then you need to multiply n inside, you'll get 51n minus 3n square. Transpose these terms to the left side. What happens here? 3n square minus 51n plus 156 is equal to 0. So you got a quadratic equation. So it means that whenever in a question Sn formula, n is unknown. So when we calculate n value from the Sn formula, you will get a quadratic equation. So you should know quadratic equation factorization and getting zeros from any of the method which we have learned in the quadratic equation. How many methods were there? Quadratic formula, factorization, or completing square. So let's move to factorization and do. Let us make this equation a little bit smaller by dividing by 3. Yes, each and every term is divisible by 3. That is why we have taken this step. I'll get 17n and I get a 52 equals 0. I want to factorize this. So don't see my factorization because you are all became good in factorization. You pause this video and do yours. Thank you. You are obeying the teacher. 52 factorization we want, so I take it as a factorization to, okay, 1 is 6 and 2, 13 and 4. N square negative 13n. So here negative 13 negative 4 serves the purpose exactly. Minus 17, you got it. Minus 4n plus 52 is equal to 0. N is taken common. Minus 4 and minus 13 is equal to 0. N minus 13 and minus 4 equals 0. N minus 13 is equal to 0 like this. Equals to 4. So we got it, n value 13 and n value 4, they both are positive. So which number will serve the purpose? We have to see here. If you are having an AP in this fashion, 24, 21, 18, so on. If I am taking n value 4, I think the purpose will be correct. Otherwise, if I am taking 13, then again so many negatives and positives can cancel. Let us see here. So n is 4 and n is 13. Which will serve the purpose? We have to see. S4 is equal to 4 over 2 into 2a plus 3d. Let us check. Cancel it. 2 times 2. A is how much for my equation? A is 24 and d is 3. So 3 times negative 3. So let us check. 2 times 24 times 2 is exactly 48. Negative 9, and I'll get here. I'm sorry, I'll do here because we are moving into the questions box. 48 minus 9 is 37. If you are multiplying 37 times 2, what happens? It is 74. 37 times 2 is exactly 74. So question where Sn was 74 exactly, 78 it is. So we are not getting the answer correct. What is the reason? 78 means you should 48 minus 9 is not 37, it is exactly 39. 39 times 2 is 78. So we are correct. You got it answer 2 times here. 48 minus 9 is 39 and equals 78. So you got it. This is the correct answer. So n should be 4. And if you want n value 13 also, you can cross check it. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is waiting for us. So I here in this question tell you that quadratic equation comes when in an SN formula n is to be found. So thank you. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. Find the sum, the first 1000 positive integers and the first n positive integers. Let's move on. This is very interesting. Given for the first bit, the first 1000 positive integers, positive 1000 integers, so it is starting from 1 2 3 so on is 1000. If you see the list of numbers collective 1 2 3 4 so on 1000, what is my a is my 1. What is my d? 2 minus 1, that is a2 minus a1 is again 1. What is n? If you count 1 2 3 4, n is also 1000 here. Let us go to the formula as n is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So what is n? 1000 over 2. 2 times a1 plus n minus 1, 9, 9, 9, d is 1. So what we get here? 1000 over 2. If you are doing the simplification, what you get here? 1000 over 2, 999 plus 2 is 1001. So here we'll conclude a nice thing here. We want here to cancel it. You get a 500. We want to multiply this. You will get a 500500. This will be the answer. Now shall I tell you the technique? If you are adding sum of natural numbers, then the n natural number answer will be n times n plus 1 over 2. You see, added 1000 natural numbers, positive integers. So you got 1000 times 1001 by 2. So n 1000 plus 1. So this formula will serve the purpose when you are adding n natural numbers. So the second bit, the first n positive integers shall give us this answer. First n positive integers. For the second question, it will be 1 2 3 so on n. So a is my 1, b is also 1, n is again n, as n is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So when we are using this 2 times 1, because a is my 1 and n minus 1, d is also 1, when we are doing this simplification, n minus 1, you get n over 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, and n, I'll write n plus 1. So we got this formula. By seeing the previous number example, we got 1000 times 1000 plus 1 divided by 2. So we concluded this should be the answer for this, and we got the same answer. So I think you understood. Let's move on to the next model questions on SN. Here the question is ready. The example, another model which is very interesting. Find the sum of first 24 terms of the list of numbers whose nth term is given by. These are the list of numbers you will get here from the condition when you change n value from 1 to different numbers. So let's write given and make the list and check whether it is AP or not. Then we'll find sum. Given an is equal to 3 plus 2n form. So if n is equal to 1, so you'll get a1 is equal to 3 plus 2 times 1 is equal to 3 plus 2 equals 5. If n equal to 2, then it will become a2, 3 plus 2 times 2 is equal to 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. And if we proceed in this fashion, 3 and a3 is equal to 3 plus 2 times 3 is equal to 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. And if you see here, we have added 2 here, we have added 2 here. In the similar, one more we'll check. A4 is equal to 3 plus 2 times 4, we get a 3 plus 8 equals 11. 2 is added, 2 is added. Yes, it is in AP. How? A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3 is equal to everywhere we have seen here 2. Hence, above list is AB. So when it is AB, we can use our formulas, nth term formula, Sn formula. Otherwise, we cannot use any formulas. Okay. Now he wants the sum of first 24 terms. Okay. So the sum of 24 terms of AP can be brought by formula. Yes, you please read with me. As n is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Yeah, so you got it as 24 over 2 times a. What is a? What is a? A is my first term. A1 is 5. How much? 5. And 24 minus 1, 23. And d, everywhere 2 is added. Yes. So you can cancel this only. We should not cancel any 2 with any inside number. Only this 12 number. 12. 10. 23 times 2 is exactly 46. If you add them, you'll get a 46 plus 10 is 56. And 56 multiplied by 12, you need to do this addition. You got a 672. You got a 672. So the question's answer is the sum of first 24 terms of the list of number whose nth term is given by this. So first of all, what we have done, we have made this list numbers by changing n value 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we prove that this list is AP. Then after proving that this is AP, we can use Sn formula. What is Sn formula? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Then we substitute the a1 and d and n value. We got the sum of 24 terms. Hope you understood. Next model is waiting for us. Here is another model questions where the word problem type of question is asked. Question is telling us here, please see the question here. The manufacturer of TV sets produced 600 sets in the third year and 700 sets in the 7th year. It means he has not given the first term and second term. He's just telling that in third year this much, in 7th year this much. It means just like in AP, he has not given us first and second, and D, he gave some 2 terms like that. So manufactured TV set produced 600 sets in the third year, 700 sets in the 7th year. Okay, assuming that the production increases uniformly by fixed number every year, it means it forms an AP. The production in the first year, first term we have to find. Production in 10th year, okay. The total production in 7 years means total sum. It means. So here 3 questions are asked. Let's proceed. What is given and how to do the problem. So yeah, I'm very excited to teach on this platform. Are you very much interested in learning nicely? Hope you're doing it. Yes, given. My given is the manufacturer said produce 600 sets in the third year. 600 sets in third year. Third year is 600. I just want a plus 2d is 600. Okay, this is my equation number 1. Third year, okay, 700 in the 7th year. So I'll write here this is a3 and 7 is a plus 6d is equals 7th year exactly 700. Equation number 2. What happens now when I ask subtract? Why I'm doing? I got, when this information is given, I got a linear equation 2 variables. Whenever we get a linear equation 2 variables, solve it by elimination. And when they are telling me to solve by elimination, they are ready made to be cancelled. 2d minus 6d is minus 4d, and 600 minus 700 is exactly minus 100. You get a d value 100 over 4, you get a 25. Cancel, then you got a 25. D value to be substituted in equation number 1 to get a value. So I got a 25 plus, sorry, d value is 35. I got a a plus 2 times 25 is 600. A is equal 600 minus 50, it is how much? 600 minus 50 is 100. 550. We got it. Third term 550. Okay. A is 550. Second term maybe 575. Third term is our 600. In this way 550 we got. Then the production in the first year, we got the answer. It is 550. Okay. The production in the 10th year, we want the production in 10th year is A10 and it will be A plus 9D. A is my 550, 9, D is my 25. So 550 plus 25 times 9 is 225. If we add this, you'll get exactly 775. So we got the 10th year. Then next he want the total production in the first 7 years. So he want first 7 years. Total production in his first 7 years, it means he want S7. And S7 can be brought with the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So I am writing the formula. Okay, I hope you can stop pause the video and you only can calculate. 7 over 2, 2 times 550 plus n minus 1 is 6, d is 25. We cannot cancel 7 and 2, so I am keeping the same like the only. 550 times 2 is 1100 and 25 times 6 is exactly 150. And if we add this total, you'll get it 1250. Okay, 1250, and we can cancel this with the 2, so we'll get a 625. 625. Okay. You can multiply with 7 to get exactly the number. Now 35, 7, 14 times. Okay. 4375 number of TV sets were produced by the company in complete starting 7 years. Okay, I think you have understood all these example problems. Let us see more example problems out there. Okay, here we solve with an example problems. We are having these many example problems, and we'll go to the exercise problems, and I hope you understood. See each and every example problems was a model for us, and each model to be learned correctly so that we in the exercise do the problems easily. I hope you enjoyed this video lesson of example problems. Let's move on to the next exercise in the last chapter of our arithmetic progression. So progression is progressing. Let us also progress. Thank you very much. Welcome to my digital video class, and we are progressing in the progression. So let us learn many things from the progression, as we have seen a problem in the initial video classes that in order to progress there are many ways, but standing still is only one way. So need not stand still and be in one place, progress in many areas. So let us proceed with an exercise problems on the chapter and formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Hope you have gone through the previous video, and that is must and should you have to come in the series. And in the previous video lesson we have grabbed all the knowledge and model questions which may be asked on the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we are now moving to the questions. Number 1 question says that find the sum of the following APs. And given AP is given, and 10 terms are given here. 10 terms, which is the 10, it tells me n is 10, a value is given, d we can find by a2 minus a1, and we shall do the problem directly. Why these questions are there? See here, one is of integers, one is of negative integers, one is of decimal numbers, decimal point numbers, and one is of fraction type. So we are having different type of numbers in order to find. So please proceed. I would like to do this fraction type for your sake. You do all these numbers. Yes, now let's proceed. First bit. The fourth one is for you. Given AP is 1 over 15, comma 1 over 12, comma 1 over 10, so on to 11 terms. So if you see, my A is 1 over 15. What is D? A2 minus A1. I know exactly how much it will be. 1 over 12 minus 1 over 15. So when we do the simplification for this one, what it becomes here, the LCM of 12 and 15 is 60. 12 times 5 is 60, so we'll make it like this. 4 times 4, 15 times 4. We are making the fractions like, so we'll get here 5 times 1, 5. One more step, we'll continue here. 5 over 60 minus 4 over 60. 5 minus 4, you got a 1 over 60 is my D value. What I want here, n is 11, given n is 11. S11 we need to find. Now S11 is equal to 11 by 2 into 2a plus 10d. Formula will write Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. 11 over 2, 2 times a. A is the fraction 1 over 15. And d is 1 over 60. Wow, great. Let's move on. 11 by 2. Can we cancel and do something here? Yes, I want to make the fraction same and proceed. 2 over 15 I'm having here. I want to cancel this 0. I got 1 over 6. Is there any LCM part now? Yes, we got LCM as 30. So make it 30 by multiplying 2 by 2 and here 5 by 5. Exactly the denominator I'll get here now 30. Okay. So 12 times 2 times 2 is 4 plus 5. We get now 11 over 2. 4 plus 1, 9 over 30. Yes. Is there any cancellation? No. 11 times 9 is 99. 30 times 2 is 60. Is there any cancellation possible? Yes, we can cancel it by 3. Okay. Here also we can cancel like this. I'm sorry, we can cancel here also. 11 times 3 is 33. And 10 times 2 is exactly 20. We got the answer 33 over 20. And we need not. From here we went here. So this is the sum of 11 terms of the given AP, where the given AP terms where the fraction value. Whenever we get a fraction, we need to just remember we have to add and subtract by making the denominators of the fraction like. In order to make like, we will multiply by suitable number and divide by the same number, so that the denominators are going to become same. So hope you understood this one, and we'll complete the first bit by yourself. So do it, pause this video, do it and proceed. Let's go to the second question. What is the difference between first and second question? You please see here, the first question is having a list of numbers and he told 10. Okay, here also we are having a list of numbers. Instead of comma we are having plus. Okay, just we need to add them. Add means sum we have to calculate. But so on to 84 is written. It means that we are not having n value, but we are having an value. What is given here? Here up to 10 terms, it means n is given. And here there is so on to 84. It means that this 84 is the last term of this AP. Here 10 is the last term of this AP, and negative 230 is the last term of this AP. So last term is given. From here we need to do the problem. So among this second bit, 3 questions, 1 question for your sake, I'll do it. So I'll do first one because here fraction value is there. You may think that I should do. Okay, let's move on to question number 1. Given AP is, I'll bring the question here. Let us write the first term. A is my 7. We need to calculate D value. D is A2 minus A1, and it is 10 over 1 by 2 minus 7. And here this is a mixed fraction. We need to convert that into a proper one. 10 times 2, 20 plus 1, 21 over 2. We need to convert in this way. If you are having a fraction and one integer type, directly cross multiplication will work. Multiply the denominators first and like this. 21 times and 2 times 7 is 14. 21 times 1 is 21. 2 times 7 is 14. Then if you got a 7 over 2 is a D value. So what we must do the next, we got A value, we got D value, we don't know N value. Oh, he wants us to use our second exercise knowledge and find N value. Okay, we'll do it. So An is equal 84. We need to find N value from here. A plus N minus 1 into D is 84. A is my 7. N minus 1 into D is my 7 over 2 is 84. Let us transpose this 7 to the right side. N minus 1, 7 over 2 is equal to 84 minus 7. If you do it, you will get 77. N minus 1. 7 over 2 is transposed in this way. So 7 and 11 it can be cancelled. 22. N is 22 plus 1. 23. You got it, the N value. Now you got A value, you got D value, you got N value. What we must do then? We must find Sn value. So let's proceed to find Sn. Yes, we need to find Sn value, and here we have calculated in this way. You please cross check by yourself, because Sn when A value, when D value, when N is given, we can find by formula. Sn is equal to N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D, and we found it. Thank you very much. Let's proceed with another model. Here is a bit which makes the arithmetic progression problems on Sn pretty collection of all the methods here. So how many different types of questions can be asked on the formula is written here. These are 10 questions which are the basis. When we do the coming word problems also, if we are writing given from the word problem, either one of the model from this list only you will get model. Numbers will be changed, but everything will be the same, similar fashion. So I hope that you should do this 10 and 10 questions comfortably, correctly. See here, I'll explain you, I'll guide you in order to do. You please use this guidance and solve the problems. You see, given A is 5, okay, D is 3, okay, An is 50, and we need to find N value and Sn value. When An is given, we can find N value with the help of An formula. That is An is equal to A plus N minus 1. So we are having two formulas only. One formula for An, one formula for Sn. Firstly, check it out for An formula, whether we can get some information from that. Okay, then go for Sn formula. That's all. Two formulas, total complete chapter over. Let us proceed here with that knowledge given. First answer will be A is my 5, D is my 3, An is my 50, and we want Sn how much. So if I expand this An, it will be A plus N minus 1 times D is 50. When I substitute this A and D value here, A is my 5, N minus 1, D value is my 3, I can get N value from here. So N minus 1 times 3 is equal 50 minus 5. Then N minus 1 is 50 minus 5, 45. This 3 is to be transported down. If I cancel, I get 15, and I get N minus 1 is 15 plus 1, and is 16. So I got N value 16. I want Sn here now. 16 over 2 into A plus 15D. I can cancel here. 8, 2 times A. What was the A value? A value is my 5. A is given as 5. So 5 plus 15 times D. D is given as again 3. D is 3. So 8 times 5 times 2, 10 plus 45 is 8. 45 plus 10 is 55. 55 times 8 is exactly 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 5 is 40, 44. Oh, so you got an answer. 440 is the sum of the terms. How many terms? Exactly 16 terms of the AB will give you answer this much. Okay, in this way we need to find the answers. I hope you understood. Let's proceed with this type of model questions. Write the given in the expanded form. A13 means A plus 12D in expanded form. Then you'll get an idea what is given, what from that how many different information we can bring and how can we solve the question. So second question, A7, A13 is 35. So if we see A is 7, A13 is 35, how can we solve this question with this? Okay, find D and A13. Second bit is in this fashion. So A13 is to be written A plus 2LD. We know A13 is A plus 2LD, A15 is A plus 14D, A99 is a 99 term, A99 is A plus 98D. A is my 7, so when I substitute that one, I'll get a complete one equation where only one unknown is there. So 12D is 35 minus 7. 12D is 35 minus 7 is exactly equals to 28. D is 28 over 12. Cancel it by 4 to get 7 over 3. So you got D value 7 over 3. Then what do you want us to find then? D value. Then he want us S13. So we need to find S13 now. S13 is given by the same formula, Sn formula, n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So 13 over 2 into 2a plus a is how much? We just solve it, 7, and n minus 1, 13 minus 1, 12. D is my 7 over 3. Just we have done d value here, 7 over 3. So 13 over 2, 7 times 2 is 14 plus, cancel it to like this, 7 times 4 is 28. 13 upon 2, 28, 14, okay, 42, cancel to get 21. 21 times 13, you'll get a, okay, exactly the answer here, 3, 6, 1, 2, 273. In this way, you can complete this bit. Among this completion, bit, see here, you will get maximally linear equation, otherwise pair of linear equation when two equations for two terms are given, this and that, and you'll get when Sn is given and we need to find n, you will get a quadratic equation. So here sixth question is for quadratic equation, where you, in the simplification, you will get a quadratic equation, and rest everywhere you will get a simple linear equation, and sometimes you will get a pair of linear equation in two variable. Okay, so where you will get a pair here, in the fourth question you will get a pair. As A3 you will get a one equation, S10 equation, when you write you will get another equation, you have to solve them to get the answer. So sixth question will be my one question to be solved, rest is your questions you need to solve. The sixth question is in front of us, and this question is made about the simplification technique, quadratic equations. So let us see how this given will make a quadratic equation. Given a is 2, we'll write a is 2, my d is 8, Sn, the formula is n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equals 19. What is a and d when I substitute 2 times 2 plus n minus 1 d 8 is equal to 90. This 2 is cross multiplied to another side, will get here and 4 plus 8n minus 4. You see here I am expanding this, and 2 is transport to get the right side. I get 90 times 2, exactly 180. And this bracket reduces to 8 times what is 8 here, 8 and 4 minus 8 is now we'll get a minus 4. Now I want to multiply this in this way. Bring the 180 to the right left side, you can do it like this. Is there any cancellation? 180 every term can be reduced by dividing by 4. 2n square minus n minus exactly it will be 45. Now the factorization method works. So you do your factorization. I am doing my, it is multiplying the first and last, you get like this, and I want here exactly 1, so you will get by 10 and 9 minus n plus 2n square minus 10n plus 9n minus 45 equals 0. 2n is taken common, you'll get a 9. Exactly 9 is taken common, so you'll get a 9 minus 5. And if you are proceeding, you see your brackets came same, it means you are going correct. And take that equal bracket common, you'll get like this. The product of 2 is equal to 0, it means n minus 5 is equal to 0, n is 5, 2n plus 9 equals 0, n is minus 9 over 2. So get n value always will be positive integer, so you have to take n is 5. So in this way we can solve and get the answer. Now he want an value. an is nothing but a5 he want. A plus 4d we will calculate. A is my 2 and d is 8. A is 2 and d is 8. So 2 plus answer is 34. So in this way we'll get the answer. So I hope you will sit at one place, take your own time and complete this bit. How many questions are there? 10 questions are there. You please solve these 10 questions all one by one. That easy. It will make your arithmetic progression coming problems that easy. Please solve these other questions. What are the techniques? Given formula, write an formula also, sn formula. By using one of the two formulas, by giving given and formulas, you can bring what the more and more things you need to find. So let's move on to the next question. Yes, the fourth question is in front of us and that easy. How many terms of this AP must be taken to give a sum of 636? It means that here n value we don't know, so just above problem how we need to solve the above third question. 6 bit we found it is in this manner you will get the solution. Sn we know it 636, a value we don't, d we can bring from the AP, then just you can do the problem with the help of your quadratic equation. So you definitely you will get a quadratic equation here. So you try yours, I'm trying mine. A is the fourth answer. A is 9, D is 17 minus 9, exactly it weighs 8. Sn is given 636. He told must be taken give sum 636. How many numbers, how many terms we must take? We don't know n. So let us go by formula. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 636. N is how much? We don't know. That is why the quadratic equation is waiting for us. A 9 and D 8. A is 9 and D is 8. Substitute, we'll get moreover n by 2. What is this? 9 times 2 18 plus 8n minus 8 636. Moreover 8n 18 minus 8 is exactly plus 10 and n by 2. I don't want this to denominator. I want to transpose this to the other side. It will become 636 times 2. It will become how much? 1272. and 8n square plus 10. Bring all terms to the left side to make it a quadratic equation in the standard format. Can you divide by 4? No, because 10 is not divided by 4. So divide by 2 to get it a little bit smaller. I want it like this, 5 and again it will become 6. 36 equals 0. Use your quadratic formula, otherwise factorization method techniques to solve to get the n value. 636 is multiplied by 4, you will get a big number, but I want to make factorization like this. 4 times 636, 4 factorization, prime factorization I am doing, I get a 2. Then 636 factorization we are doing, we'll get a in this way 2, 3 and 1, 8, 2, 1, 5, 9, get a 3, 53. Luckily this is 53. Let us check 2 times to 4 times to 8 times to 16 times to 48. 48 and 53, if you see the subtraction is going to be 5 and plus and minus will serve the purpose. 4n square plus 53n minus 48n minus 636 equals 0. Otherwise you please go by quadratic formula. If you don't find this factorization in this way, go by quadratic formula. What is the quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Go it by that formula. N 4n plus 53, and here I have to take that number common, such a way left out will be 4n, so 12 will be taken common, will be 4, and 12 times 4 is 48, plus exactly 53 will be coming here, and the brackets it's the same, 4n plus 53, and n minus 12 is equal to 0, n minus 12 is equal to 0, n is exactly 12. So we got the answer. So n value is 12. It means here in the question he asked us how many numbers will give the sum is equal to 636. Means we got the answer. It should be 12 terms. If added collectively will give the answer 636. Next question is ready. It's telling us to solve. The question number 5 is telling the first term of an AP is 5. Okay, what is given? First term 5, A is 5. Last term is given, AN is given. Okay. And the sum is 400. Find the terms and common difference. Let us solve this question. Given thing I am writing, first term is given, last term is given. First term is given. In the question, A is given, and AN is given. And last term is okay. Move on. 5, last term is 45, sum is 400. 5, 45, and SN is 400. By this knowledge we have to bring the common difference also, and we need to completely find the number of terms N and D we need to find. So how to do? A is 5. So I will expand this AN. I will get A plus N minus 1 times D is 45. A value if I substitute, I will get a 5 plus N minus 1 D. D we don't know is 45. I will get an equation number 1. If I transpose these to other side, I will get N minus 1 D is 45 minus 5 exactly 40. This is also equation number 1 only. Just I have transposed this 5. Let us use the second SN formula. What is SN? SN is given by 400, then N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 400. What happens here? N we don't know. I will give N by 2. 2A we got it. 2 times 5 plus N minus 1 D. From this equation we got a 40. So I can write here 40. Okay, is equal to 400. From equation number 1 we substituted N minus 1 D directly from 40. What a nicely. So we have written our given, and AN was given. AN is the formula we have used. So N minus 1 D maybe in the second equation will be used. That is why N minus 1 D we made as a subject. Then when we expanded SN, we got it N minus 1 D collectively, totally removed, I got it 40. So here only one unknown is there, we can bring it with the help of 5 times 2, 10, 40, and n 40, 50, and I want by 2, cancel it, you'll get exactly 25, and n is equal to 400 divided by 25, cancel it once, and you are left out 6, so n is exactly 16. So I want d value, so keep this in equation number 1. Equation number 1 was here kept n minus 1 times d is 40, so you can use here in 1. N is my 16, 16 minus 1 is 15, d is equal 40, d is 40 over 15, cancel it by 5 to get 8 over 3. Okay, so in this way we got the solution. Hope you understand and enjoying your arithmetic progression. Our arithmetic progression is progressing. I hope we all are progressing in maths in our life, learning so many things. Proceed to the next question. Question is saying that the first and the last term of these APs are like this. The first means A is given and last term AN is given. If the common difference is 9, how many terms are there and what is their sum? Means Sn we need to find and we need to find n. So when we write given A 17 and AN 350, AN in expanded form A plus n minus 1d, and A when we substitute, and n common difference d value is substituted, only one n will be unknown. So we can find n value from the AN formula, then we can find Sn. So that is the question, you can proceed with that. Find the sum of first 22 terms of an AP. So we will need to find S22, D is given, 22nd term is given. What is 22nd? 22nd term in expanded form will be A plus 21D, and A is actually we don't know, but D we know. So we can calculate here A value. So you should do these problems. They're easy questions. You please proceed to do these questions. 6 and 7 were dead easy questions. So I just explained. You see here when he gave us 22nd term is 21D is given, and already D value is substituted here. So you will get A value. A and D we know. Then first 22 terms means n value is given, S22 he want us to find, so we can find by the help of formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes, very easy. Here comes 8 and 9 question about exercise. The sum of first 51 terms with AP, we have to find S51. So he gave us to find S51, whose second term and third term is given. When two terms of the AP are given, then we will get A and D value with the help of our pair of linear equation, two variables. Such type of questions we have solved plenty, and after solving you'll get A value and D value. So we got A value, we got D value, we got N value. He want S51, that is it. So you please proceed here. If I write this equation given, then you think that, oh, very easy question it is. Eighth question, we got second term. Second term means A2 is equal to A plus D is equal to 14, and given a third term A plus 2D is equal to 18. Solve it to get A and D value. So we get A value, we get D value, and already N value is given, N is 51. We need to find S51. What is the formula? Yes, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let's move on to the 9th question. If the sum of first 7 terms of AP is very interesting. First 7 term is 49, 17 term is 289. Here the terms are not given. Sum of first 7 terms. So what is given is to be understood very nicely. I'm so sorry, this is 9th question. Okay. S7 is given, S49 is given, S7 is 49, S17 is 289, S17 is 289, S17 is 289. So these are the given S7 and S17. What we have to do, we have to write in expanded form, then cleanly observe. Again you will get a pair of linear equation, two variables, but they are slightly different than when only terms are given. So S7, I am writing in the expanded form, 7 by 2 into, antivirus, 2a plus 6d is equal to 49. I want to simplify it. I want this product to be transferred to the right side. I'll get a 2a plus 6d is equal to 49 times 2 over 7. I can cancel it. I'll get a 2a plus 6d 14. I can divide this equation by 2 to make it a small. A plus 3d is equal to 7. Equation number 1. Very nice. Similarly, if you work on the S17, what you will get, S17 in the expanded form is 17 over 2 into 2a plus 16d is equal to 89. If I want to transpose this 17 over 2 to the right side, and what happens here? You get it like this: 17 times 1, 17. Then you'll get it 2a plus 16d is equal to 17 times 2 is 34. I want to divide it by 2 to make it a smaller one. A plus 8d is equal to 17. Equation number 2. So we need to solve the equation number 1 and 2 by elimination method. A plus 8d is equal to 17. Equation number 2. A plus the above equation number 1 is 3d 7. 3d is 7. Just we need to subtract to get 8d minus 3d. 5d, 17 minus 7, 10d is 10 over 5, exactly 2. In equation number 1 we'll substitute. A plus 3d is 7. A plus 3 times d is 2 is 7. A plus 6 is 7. Implies A is equal 7 minus 6 equals 1. So we got it. How many questions? Very nice. So we got A value, we got D value. Then what he is asking us, we can find now what he's asking us. Find the sum of first n terms. Okay, he wants first n terms sum. Sum of n terms. Sn is equal to just n, Sn. Okay, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Then just we need to substitute our a value and our d value. A is my 1, d is my 2. Okay, then what happens here when we simplify? You'll get n by 2, 2 plus 2n minus 2, and we can cancel it. We'll get n by 2 into 2n to do it, because only 2n is there. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. N square you'll get an important answer. In this way, we can solve any type of question in by using writing given, writing the formula, and working on the given in formula. You will get the answers. Next question is ready. Is asking us to solve. Okay, the question is ready. 10th question. We have done this in our model also. Example questions where we got one question of this kind. Show that this form an AP. Okay, actually n term of the list is of the form. So I'll do one question, you do this question. Okay, so here the 10th question is telling me to solve the first question. An is 3 plus 4n. So what you'll do here, put n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, and n is equal to 3. When we put this, what happens? A1 will be 3 plus 4 times 1 is equal to 3 plus 4 equal to 7. A2, 3 plus 4 times 2 is equal to 3 plus 8 equals 11. A3, okay. Okay, 15. So we got some terms. If we proceed in this way, you'll get plenty of numbers. You got it now. 19 exactly. Here 4 we have added, again here 4, again here 4. So a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 is equal to a4 minus a3. You can check it out, it is 4. The above AP form, above list, the above list, okay, above list of, okay, numbers forms AP. When it forms AP, we can use any of the AP formula, that is AN, SN, anyone. Also find the sum of first 15 terms in each case. He want first 15 terms. So he want S15, I want S15 as formula NO by 2 into 2A plus 14D. And we got N is 15 by 2, 2A 14D. D we got a 4, everywhere we got A2 minus A1 is 4. This is my D value, and A value is my A1, and we got it 7. So 15 over 2, 7 times 2 is exactly 14 plus 14 times 4 is how much? 56. We got a 56. So 15 over 2. 56 plus 14 exactly, it will become 70. And we want to cancel it. 35 multiply, we will get 350 and 175 exactly will be 12. 525 is the sum of the first 15 terms of the AP. Yes. Let's proceed to the next question. Is very important model, and plenty questions. Many times questions are coming on this model. Read the question carefully and many times, at least 3 times. If the sum of first n terms, the difference between the 10th and 11th is here the n term form was given. Here the sum of first n term of NAP is given by, here AN is given, here SN is given. What is the first term, and what is the sum of first 2 terms, and what is the second term, and similarly many. So let us proceed with this 11th question, very important model. What is given? Sn is equal to 4n minus n square is given to us. Let us cross check 4n minus n square. See here, sum of first n terms of AP 4n minus n square. What is given? Sn is given. So Sn is equal to 4n minus n square is given. From here we need to find S1, A1, S2, A2, S3, A3 and so on like that. Okay, let us proceed. Put n is equal to 1. What happens? S1 is equal to 4 times 1 minus 1 whole square. You will get 4 minus 1 exactly. It will be 3. If you put n is equal to 2, what happens? S2 is equal to 4 times 2 minus 2 square, exactly 8 minus 4, you'll get exactly 4. S2. And if you keep n is equal to 3, what happens? S3 is equal to 4 times 3 minus 3 whole square, you'll get 12 minus 9, you got a 3 here. Oh wow. S3, 4 times 12 minus 3 square, 9. Oh, you got a 3. Oh wow, what a nice. Got it. S1 3, this is S3 is 3. Okay, let us go for S4. 4 is telling me that 4 times 4 minus 4 square, you get a 16 minus 16, you get a 0 here. Okay, so we got S1, S2, S3, S4. Please note that S1, S2, S3, S4 are not A1, A2, A3, A4. They are different. I'll tell you what happens here. If I write A1, A2, A3, A4, so on. What is this? This is just S1. What is this? This is S2. Sum of these 2 terms. What is this 3? Up to this is S3. In this way, if I add all these 4 terms, I'll get S4. In order to see here, in order to get A4, what is the technique? From S4, subtract S3, then you will get left out with only A4. So if you got if you want A3, so from S3 you subtract s2, you will be left out with a3. Yes or not? In this way, if you are having Sn, you are subtracting from Sn minus 1 just before, you will be left out with An. This is the formula we derive from the above written part. So we can use this formula, either you can subtract and get the answers of your kind. What is the S1? S1 is a 3 and S1 is equal to A1 is 3. S1 is equal to A1, but S2 is not equal to A2. S2 is different, A2 is different. How to get now A2? A2 is nothing but S2 minus S1. And S2 value we got here in the list 4 and S1 is 3. 4 minus 3 if you do, you'll get 1. So A2 is my 1. You want A3, you will get from S3 minus S2, and S3 value you got from the list is 3 and S2 is 4. 3 minus 4, exactly you'll get it minus 1. So you got A3 as minus 1. Oh, then what do you want then? What do you want then? You see here in the question, if the sum of first n term of AP, so he told us that it is AP, so we need not prove that it is AP. We got what is the sum of first two terms? S2, we got it. What is the second term? A2, we got it. Similarly, find third term A3, we found it. If we want A3, we found it. 10th term and 9th term. If he want 10th term, from here we don't use that. We want my A value is A1 is my, I have written A2. A1 is 3. A1 is my 3. A2 is my 1. So D is my A2 minus A1. I can write it like this. Then what I do here is I'll find A1 minus A2D. A10 he wants, so A plus 9D will do. So A is 3, 9 times negative 2, 3 minus 18, exactly minus 15 is the 10th term. And I want, in the question he told me that an nth term. What I want? Nth term. So if I want nth term, an is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. A is my 3 and n minus 1. D is my minus 2. So 3 minus 2n plus 2, exactly my answer will be 5 minus 2n. So hence we found the answer of this particular format where a pattern an is not given. An pattern we have learned in example problems also, and we got here in the 10th question. But in the 11th question he gave us a format of Sn. A Sn term is given before n minus n square. So we have to do the problem in that kind. So we, in the place of n, kept 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. We proceeded, we got S1, S2, S3, S4. We clearly identified that S1, S2, S3, S4 are different notations. They are not A1, A2, A3, A4. But only just first S1 is equal to A1, but S2, S3, S4 are not A2, A3, A4. And by keenly observing, we identify that in order to get the terms from the sums, from S4, S3 is removed, A4 you will get. From S3, S2 is removed, you will get A3. In that pattern, we got a pattern of formula. Sn minus 1 is An, and we have used it and we bought the answer. So hope you understood clearly and nicely. Let's just move to the next question. This video lesson will end up with this 3 questions. More questions will take in another video lesson. I hope you're enjoying, you're progressing with your progression. Okay, what's the 12th question? We have learned this model. Just will go a little bit faster. Here, the question is telling, find the sum of first 40 positive integer divisible by 6. So you need to collect all the numbers which are divisible by 6, and it will be 6, 12, so on, so on, so on. Till how many we are taking? How many terms? 40 terms. Okay, so A is my 6, D is my 12 minus 6 again 6, N is my 40. He want Sn to be found, so you can do this problem in this fashion. So now you please complete this simplification and proceed. 13th question, find the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. Again, first multiples of 8 also is the same fashion. Here A will be 8, N will be 15, D will be 8, and you can do the problem. Find the sum of odd numbers between 0 and 50. So odd numbers from 0 and 50 starting from 1, 3, 5, like this. They are the odd numbers. Then the first number will be A and 1. First number will be 1. Common difference D will be 2. In this way you can get the answer of this kind. Also very easy. I hope you here the number of terms are not given, so you need to take an formula and find n. What is an? 0 to 50 we are taking odd numbers. The last odd number will be 49. So take an as 49 and d already you find n value, and you please go to Sn formula. So here we complete our video lesson with Sn formula, that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Thank you. Let us progress to the progression. Welcome to my digital video lesson class. We are progressing with the progression. So here today, now in this video lesson, we are going to understand the word problem kind arithmetic progression problems. I tell you, word problems are still dead easy than the algebraic form type questions. How when we understand the question and bring the given and what we need to find, it's very dead easy. Easily we can get the answer. So now I want my 15th question to be read clearly, and the solution will be half done here, half you only will do. A contractor on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows. 200 rupees 200 for the first day delay and 250 for the second day delay, and as we are having more delays, more fine have to be paid by the contractor. The penalty for each succeeding day is rupees 50 more than the preceding day. So it tells clearly that it is an AB. How much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he delays the work by 30 days? If you are writing given for this question, you will have A as 200, D as 50, and N, how many days he is delaying the work by 30 days. You need to find Sn. Formula is in front of you. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes. So well, the question was right nicely, and we have written the given, and this became a dead easy question because A is given, D is given, N is given. When we write S in formula, n by 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d, A, D, and everything. So you can do this problem. Let's move on to the question number 16. Read it nicely. So the question number 16, the sum of 700, rupees 700 we are having, is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to the students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding prize, find the value of each prize. According to the question, he's telling we have to take 700 rupees. We have to purchase 7 prizes. Each prize should be 20 rupees less than value. So let our first term be A, and common difference accordingly it will become, less. Common difference will be 20, that is D is 20. We want how many prizes? 7 prizes. So N is 7. Total rupees are 700. So these many information is given. SN is given, N is given, D is given, but A we don't know. When we find A value from the formula SN N by 2 into 2 A plus N minus 1 into D, substitute and all these values, only one unknown is there. What is the unknown? A is unknown. By transposing you will get the value of A. Then you please make complete AP of 7 prizes. A minus D, A minus 2D is like 20 less, 20 less, 20 less. Okay, if 20 less we are doing, the D should be minus 20. If 20 more we are doing, so it will be plus 20. So we are lessing. Okay, so in this way, if you take 20 also, you will get the answer, minus 20 also, but we need to understand how to bring the 7 prizes. So minus 20 will serve the purpose, you will get the answer. So 16 word problem also became dead easy. When we read the question and understand, it should be. So when he 20 less, so we have taken negative 20. 20 more will take the 20 positive. Let's move to the next question. Next question is telling here, in a school, students thought of planting trees around the school to reduce air pollution. Okay, it was decided that the number of trees and each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class. Okay, means what? First class. Okay, we'll read the question. In which they are studying, example, section of class 1 will plant 1 tree, section of class 2 will plant 2 trees, so on like this. Okay, for example, 5th standard class will plant 5 trees and 9th class will plant, 9th class will plant 9 trees. There are 3 sections of each class. How many trees will planted by the students? You see here, if we are understanding the question clearly, then you see here how we will get the AP from that. We're having a first class, second class, third class, so on. How many classes are there? 12 classes are there. 12th class. First class will plant 1 plant. Second class will plant 2 plants. Third class will plant 3, so on. 12th class will plant 12 plants. First class 1, but we are having 3 sections. So 3 sections, so multiplied by 3, 3 sections, multiply by 3, 3 sections, multiply by 3. Each 12 class, how many classes are there? 12th class, 3 sections are there. Each section will plant 12, 12, 12. So multiply by 3, you will get a 3, 6, 9, so on. 36 is the number of plants planted by each section and the class. So in this way, when you keenly observe, it is forming an AP, and at the first starting that is first term is given, common difference we can find by subtracting 2 consecutive terms. The last term an is given, and if you count n value first to 12th classes, n is 12, we need to find S12. S12, just if you find S12, you will get the answer. Everything is there in front of us. Let's move to the question number 18. 18 is also very dead easy word problem, where a spiral is made up of successive semicircles in this fashion which is given here. Spiral means a circular like curves. A spiral is made in this fashion where we are making first half semicircle with certain radius. By increasing the radius, we are making another one half spiral, then increasing the radius from here. In this way, we are moving and moving and moving, making a spiral. So first radii is 0.5, then as shown in the figure, what is the total length of such spiral made with 13 consecutive circles. So given radius r. So startingly the radii r1 is given by 0.5, then r2 is 1, then r3 is 1.5, so on. It is given. If you skillfully observe, it is given. Okay, this is the radius. What is spiral? this is the circle. Spiral is made like this, then like this, then like this. From here to here, what it is? Semicircle. Semicircle, for length of the semicircle, the curve circumference of semicircle is given by pi r. So these are the radius. Okay, so on. I'll write here a sentence which tells me that the circumferences of the successive spiral will be, okay, initially 0.5 pi, because formula is pi r, 0.5 pi comma 1 pi comma 1.5 pi, okay, 1.5 pi, so on, so on, so on. This is my spiral. Okay, let's move on. If we are having a spiral, he want us to find the answer with the help of S, and 13 spirals are there. N is 13. We need to find S13. S13 is question mark. So pi comes here. You may be confused here. I'll do the problem for your sake. S13 is equal to 13 over 2 into 2a plus 12d. What is d value here? D is 1 pi minus 0.5 pi, and it will be 0.5 pi. So 13 by 2 times 2, 0.5 pi, plus 12 times 0.5 pi. A is also 0.5 pi, and we have calculated D is also 0.5 pi. So 13 over 2, 0.5 times 2 is 1 pi. 12 times 0.5 is 6 pi, and 13 over 2, 7 pi. If we use pi value, pi is 22 by 7. If we use this value, 13 over 2 times 7 times 22 over 7, 7 get cancelled. 2 times 11, 13 into 11 we need to do. 13 into 11 is 143. We got the answer. 143 centimeters of the spiral can be taken to make some type of 13 consecutive spiral. Oh wow, very nice. Nice question it was. Now let us move to the next question. Question number 19. Interesting question. What does this question tells us? The 19th question tells us that, read the question first. It tells us that to read the question first. Okay, reading the question. 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. Okay, in this manner they are arranged. Okay, 20 logs in the bottom row, 19 rows, 19 on the little next row, and on that it is 18. In this fashion they are arranged. In how many rows are 200 logs are placed? If we keenly observe it and write the given for it, it will be in this fashion. So A is my 20. Okay, A1. A2 is my 19. A3 is my 18. So on, then A2 minus A1, that is my D. Common difference will be 19 minus 20 and minus 1. I got A value, I got D value. I don't know N. So Sn is given by 200. Complete 200 logs have to be arranged. So Sn is given. So N need to be found. I told you already that in Sn formula, if we need to find N, then it will be a quadratic equation. So make it a quadratic equation and simplify, get the answer. Let's proceed to get n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 a to d is equal to 200. I don't want this 2 to be here. I want to transpose this. Okay, n times 2 into 20, because a is my 20, plus n minus 1 into d, d is my minus 1. Okay, 200. This 2 went this right side and became 400. So now it will be 40 plus, I'm sorry, let us expand the bracket also. Minus 1 times n is minus n, minus times minus is plus 1 is equal to 400, and I'll get here, I want to simplify for the 40 plus 1 is 41, and then if we are multiplying it will become like this. 41n minus n square is 400. Transpose to right side, you will get this one. Okay, So this is a quadratic equation in the standard format. Use your own methods, factorization and complete, or otherwise your own method. What is that? Quadratic formula. Completing square method we least use unless and until he mentioned. Okay, hope you understood. We are proceeding to the next word problem. Here comes our interesting word problem. Tells us that there is an, read the question. You also pause here and read the question. In a potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point. A potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point. Okay, here, which is 5 meter more from the 5 meter from the first potato. Okay, first potato is here and it is 5 meter away. Okay, and other potatoes are placed 3 meter apart from straight line. Okay, 3 3 3 3, like this. Potatoes are arranged. There are 10 potatoes in the line. Total completely 10 potatoes. If we are a competitioner starts from the bucket, picks up the nearest potato, runs back with it, means from here the runner is moving, keeping taking this potato, coming back and throwing here, running from here, taking this potato, throwing back here, and in this way a potato race is completed. So we need to find how much this particular competitor will completely covers how much distance when he completes this particular race. So what is given here, if we write given is for how many potatoes are there? 10 potatoes. Okay, I'll write a sentence here. The competitor runs dash to pick up and throw in bucket. Pick up and throw one potato. So he 5 meters she will go and come and throw it here completely. How much? 5 plus 5, 10 minutes it will take. How much? 10 meters. So runs 10 meters. Competitor runs dash to pick and throw second potato. So now if you can observe, the competitor is moving from here 5 and then 3 8. She is moving and coming back 8, so it is 16. In the similar fashion, if you see 6 meters, increment is there for each successive potato pick and drop into the bucket, so it will be 22. The next third potato will be taking 22 minutes. The list of meters of each potato makes AP, that is 10, then 16, then 22, so on. And we got here A as 10, D is 6, N is 10 potatoes. Complete. I'm sorry, I got a phone call. If we keenly observe, A is given, D is given, and we want S10 to be found. So how easy the question was. Just it is written in the English language big in order to understand completely the race and the potatoes and how many that became big. So in order to understand the word problems, we need to have little English language clearance also. We can do easily. So hope you understood arithmetic progression, word problems easily and nicely. And here we complete our arithmetic progression word problems also, and many worksheets I'll bring to you. Here itself you got so many work to do. I am very excited to reach on this platform, and the comments and remarks and thumbs up type of motivational appreciation which is coming from the students when they talk personally. I am really excited to bring this type of teaching this type of platform. So hope you are also enjoying and doing your mathematics. Thank you very much. Let's stop here and move on progress, because the chapter tells us to progress.